Right, we're live now. No going back on it now. Let's hope the chat works. If it doesn't, I'm going to be upset. Okay. Wow. Obviously, we get lights out straight away. We're going to have tech issues. It's going to be raw, but it is what it is. I can guarantee there's going to be tech problems of some sort, but it is what it is. Welcome in, everybody. Let's get people in. We'll give people about 5 minutes to jump in, come join us, and then we'll get cracking. Got loads to get through. Should be action-packed, should be a lot of fun. Hope everyone can hear me okay. I hope we've got good audio. We are going to be just fine. Let's let people trickle in. New wire, what do you mean? Audio? Oh, do you mean the lighting? Oh, I don't know. It's just a strange connection. It's going to happen. We're going to have tech issues. You know, it's just one of those things. If the light goes out, we switch the light back on. We're going to have tech problems. But it is what it is. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, Rob. Welcome in, Leon. Welcome in, Will. Start to see people trickle through. What beer am I reviewing? We're not doing one. We did one during the week, so that should go up today, tomorrow, actually. Might be up tonight. Might be up tomorrow. We did a Cali Pale. It was a Cali Pale review. It was really good, actually. It was really good. It's my kind of thing. It was fruity. I'm not a beery kind of guy. Right, let's... 2 seconds. Right, I just need to share the link. Let me flick to this quickly. I just need to share the link in the Facebook group. Just make sure everybody's got what they need. Give me 2 seconds. Welcome, gents. Good to see you, Matt. Right, videos. Let's mute this. Like I said, guys, please do bear with me tonight. I'm going to do my best to make this as seamless as possible. But I am running everything, COVID. So I'm running everything myself. So not the most ideal scenario. Would love to be doing a convention in person, but obviously that's not an option. So we will be doing the best we can tonight and having ourselves a good time together. We got 3 breaks to go through and we got loads of stuff to get into, as well as some big news, which is going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned, stay entertained, and we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Keep your questions coming in the chat and stuff. The boys are putting up Super Bowl decorations as we speak. If you can hear that going on, that's what that is. Right, let me just wind this up. Hey Connor, hey Luke, welcome, welcome. Good to see all you guys. Right, we are live. Convention, baby. Okay, let's go. Post that. And then we're good to go. Hey Ronnie, how you doing, bro? Post. Right, okay. Link is in, and now we're good to go. Right, close that back down. Go back to the slides. Okay. Let people filter in. Chat's connected, that's good. Hey Michael, hey Paris, Duncan. Look at this, people flowing in. It's good to see. Good to see. We've got so much to talk through tonight. So let everybody find their way in and we will get cracking in just a couple of minutes. Hoping to share some good information with you guys tonight, and then some big news later on. We are continuing to improve, and I'll share that with you later. Hey Alice. Good to see you. Oh, I know. I had to go with it. Couldn't go with anything else for the occasion. It had to be the jersey. Had to be. So Rocking tour tonight. Hey, K Stew. Hey, Jenny. Good to see you, Wayne, as well. I hope you're well, bro. It is exciting, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. I appreciate it's a fairly long one, but obviously if we were doing it in person, it would take just as long. Good to see you, Ronan. I will probably lose my voice at some point halfway through this. And I was thinking this earlier, what if tonight's the night that we get our first one of one? What if? What a way to cap it off. Okay, 2 more minutes or so. Let people trickle in. Hey Martin, how are you? Good to see you and Jenny. Hope you guys are well. Oh, so much to make our way through this evening. Okay. Still people dropping in. Almost 8 o'clock, and then we'll get going. Let me bring the I'll bring the agenda up for you in just a second. Hey Tiernan. Some new faces tonight as well. Love to see it. Obviously, I'm rocking the tour jersey. There was no other option. Do I need headphones? No, I'm going to be okay without headphones. Let's just crack on as we are. Good. Glad you're okay, Martin. I'm glad you're well. Hey, Luca. Okay, let's go to, we'll go to our agenda for the evening. Hey, Grief. How are ya? My DB coach. Adam, Matt, Steve. Look at this. What a turnout. Look at this. Hey, Callum, how are you, man? Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate that, dude. I apologize in advance for my squeaky chair. Obviously, guys, it would be ideal if we didn't have to do this from my bedroom. But, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to make the best of it tonight. Get through loads of stuff. Hopefully for people of all levels of the hobby, you know, like we need to accommodate those that are brand new, just getting into it. And then towards the end, we'll have some information for those of you that are maybe bigger on your collections and things like that too. And maybe how we can sort of help you out. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, Paul, how are you? Got some big info to share with you all later. Hey, Mike. Hey, Alex. Look at this. Everyone dropping in. This is wicked. This is wicked. How are you, Ryan? Are you back in the country yet? Or are you still in DC? Living the dream. Where's the cowboy hat? I'm going to bring it out for break number 3. So if you stick around long enough, you get to see it later. Okay. Another 30 seconds will go or so. Yeah, I know. Talk about it. Like we have to do the best with what you can. I'm not a tech wizard, so we did just put together a presentation that's just going to be. We're not going to spend too much time on the presentation, but we will use it as like a key, and we'll go from there. You flew back. Oh, it's a shame you're back, bro. But you were out there for ages, so luckier than most. Okay, right. Let's go into. We'll go into the beginning of this. We will get started. People will continue to drop in, but we're going to be on a tight schedule tonight, guys. We've got 3 breaks to get into, so obviously need to be very careful with time. So let's get started. So, okay. First of all, welcome everybody. There's already a really good turnout, which is wicked, and we've got a lot of stuff to kind of go over tonight. So it's good to have you all on board. This was something we came up with 2 or 3 months ago that we wanted to do, and to be here at this point now with a community that we've built with the help of all of you guys is amazing. So it's gone so much better than we could have expected. Now all we need to do is make sure that we deliver on the night. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. And I hope some of you take something away from it as well. If not, just be here to have a good time and watch the boxes being opened and everything like that. So we got some great stuff to go through. So I'm going to jump into it straight away. So, okay, so we'll begin with just an introduction into, if you're not familiar with us or you don't know us that well, we'll jump in with an introduction into kind of what we do, why we started the brand and everything like that. So what's the vision? So what is Undrafted? Why did we start it? So the mantra that we built with it was sports entertainment for the everyman. And it was basically a site for us to share realistic opinions that were not kind of too badly media-fied, if that's a term that I can use. So, to give really kind of personal opinions on things to do with the NFL and everything like that. It started with a podcast that I ran all by myself, just did a tiny little podcast that nobody was really listening to. And then me and Antonio built the website and then got together with two of the other guys, Adam and Kyle, and then the four of us formed the business. And then from there, we've started to build a website, which I'm sure many of you have seen by now. And taking it from there into sports cards, and then that's when we built this community with you guys and met so many of you that are all kind of like amazing collectors, really nice people, and just we have the strongest, tightest knit Facebook community, and it's an absolute dream. It's been so much fun for us to kind of do that. So the community is, it's a massive shout out to all of you guys to start with. Just to show our appreciation for you, because we couldn't do it without you. We love all of this stuff, the hobby, the sport and everything like that, and we couldn't do any of this stuff without you. So we're super grateful for that. You're allowing us to continue to build this business, and every time you hit like or share or view one of our posts or listen to one of our podcasts or anything like that, you're helping us to continue to build, which is massive. We're only 1% of where we want to be right now. We have so many big plans. To kind of touch on a couple of those things with you. What about, say, a couple of years down the line, we're able to open an Undrafted sports bar, somewhere in London or in the outskirts of London or something like that, and have a sports bar where we could have a couple of offices upstairs where we work, and have a sports bar open to the community to come and, share in American sports and everything like that, which would be supported by our brand. And then also from there, we would look at Undrafted TV. So we were looking for next season to try and get into doing a TV show. Or something like that, where we could do a weekly show based on the NFL's upcoming week, similar to Sky Sports, but just put our own kick on it. We've been having some meetings and stuff, and having some conversations about that sort of thing at the moment as well. So a couple of really exciting things that we've got in the pipeline, things that some of them are more long-term goals. Obviously having a sports bar is a more long-term achievement. But something like Undrafted TV is very seriously in the pipeline for next season. We are also now reaching out to the universities in America to try and get interviews with some college athletes. I had a conversation with the director of comms from Duke University this week and things like that. So we are really kind of looking to move in the right direction. And the main thing is to become a big advocate for American sports in the UK and just be known for that and build a community for that. And that is kind of what that is all about. So that's kind of just the basis of what our business is about. And I can't understate the ambition that we have for this business. So there are huge things that we want to do, and real things that we want to continue to push ourselves. When we talked about doing this convention a couple of months ago, it was a case of it being something really ambitious for us to try and do. And look, here we are, with the help of you guys putting it together. So it's been absolutely amazing to get to know each and every one of you and your teams and your stories and how you got into the NFL and everything like that. Absolutely love it, and we just can't thank you enough. And then it would be rude of me not to shout out the team that support Undrafted and work with us as well. We've had a few guys who have jumped in to help us create content and post on the website and join us for podcasts and things. So to all of the guys who work with us at Undrafted, absolutely massive shout out to their input, because again, we couldn't do what we're doing at the level that we're doing it without them. But we, as I said, are just 1% of where we want to be. So just a brief introduction to what we do. If you haven't checked out the website, you can do that at undraftedthenetwork.com. And please do check out our podcast, because we are working really, really hard on those to improve them and kind of be the best that we can be. So, okay, so as I said, we want to support the growth of the NFL in the UK and be a part of it. So, more on future plans for the hobby later in the show. We will talk to you about that a little bit later on. But I want to get into talking about sports cards, because that's obviously why you're all here. So, with sports cards, when I got into it, it was kind of, where do you begin? Where do you begin with sports cards? What sort of thing do you do? How do you understand, what card is what? Because if you said, oh, I want to collect tour, then there are hundreds and hundreds of different tour cards. So how do you get started? There's too many sets. How do you choose what you want? And to be honest, it all comes down to doing your research, but use YouTube as your friend. YouTube is your friend. If there are sets coming out and you're not sure if you want in or not, just jump on YouTube, just type in the name of the product that you're thinking about buying into, and watch a couple of people 10-minute videos just opening boxes to see if you like the product or not. Alternatively, you guys can send messages to us or chat in the group about some of the product that's upcoming, what you think you might be interested in, and just pay attention to the detail. The thing with the cards is that some of them will be base cards, some cards are numbered, some cards have low numbered prints, some cards are not numbered at all but are still short printed. It can be very daunting to do that, and if you're checking prices, if you're checking different products and things that you want to be involved in, you do really need to pay attention to all that stuff. The last thing we want is for anybody to get ripped off in the hobby, and I appreciate there are a lot of new people coming in and being a part of this at the moment. And the main thing is that you don't get ripped off or go all guns blazing and buying product or buying cards without knowing what you're buying. So base cards are fairly low value. You can buy base cards and get a lot of base cards for fairly low value, and people in our group will be very accommodating to you if you want to start picking up some base cards. But then you start getting into, autographs and numbered cards and things like that. And I would say that the most important tool that you can use is the sold items on eBay. You can check prices on there. There are other sites available to you that will give you good pricing indications as well. But just make sure before you spend any real money that you do your research on what you're buying and make sure that you're not getting ripped off or paying too much for some of the things that you're getting. My suggestion would be that you start with just one set. So of the, there are hundreds of sets, and if you've been with us for a while, you'll have seen us opening, Phoenix, Mosaic, Prism, Illusions, Absolute. There are tons, right? I would say your best thing to do to start with is just to pick one. Just pick one that you like, pick one that you can get involved with, and then go from there and build out from there. It'd be so easy with this hobby to get sucked in to buying, everything and anything, because there's so much of it and it's so exciting when you first get into it. I was collecting all sorts, but your best thing to do, absolutely, PC87. So thank you, Duncan. PC87, which is Packer Cards 87, and Cheddar Bob, they're brothers, and they open all the product and give you like an introduction into what kind of things. So make sure you check them out and subscribe to them on YouTube, because they are perfect for that kind of thing, to give you an indication of what's inside the box. And that's the main thing, what's inside the box, what could you potentially get from a box if you were to buy one, or if you were to buy into a break, and then it just gives you an idea of what you're spending your money on. So that's the most important thing. And like I was saying, don't get sucked in and just buy anything and everything. When you start your collection, just start by saying, I'm just going to collect some base cards. Don't spend too much money that way. Or I'm just going to collect one player or one team, and then you can join different breaks and different products to go for that one team. And you kind of try and keep it limited as best you can, depending on your budget, of course. But just in terms of choosing, what it is that you actually want to get involved with. But there are so many options and so much YouTube content that you can go and watch to give you an indication of what's inside the boxes. And then the main thing in terms of checklists and the different sets and stuff, if you use a website like Beckett, you can find out about all the upcoming products and the checklists involved with them and everything like that too. Matt says that he started with Score, which is super cheap, which is absolutely right. You can buy a box of Score and get a lot of cards for a very low price. I think it's around £40. You can get a big old box, and you can open a ton of packs and kind of get into it that way with some of the more budget stuff. And then obviously as you move up, you get into the more high-end type of thing, where you're looking at some of the boxes that are kind of, your more gold standard and obsidian, where you're talking £250 upwards for a box that's only kind of 7 cards. So lots to think about, but it can be very overwhelming. So please do make sure, if you have questions, reach out to us. But do your research before you start buying, because it can be all over the place, and there is definitely a lot to kind of take in. Okay, so in terms of box breaks, obviously in our group, a lot of people have joined and taken part in our box breaks. A lot of people are thinking about it, getting involved in it. What is a box break? So to just kind of touch on this, we won't spend too much time on it, but essentially a box break is a group of people who are kind of sharing the cost of a hobby box. So if you were all sat in a room, you would buy a box for say £300, and if there were 25 of you, you'd split it between you, right? And you'd all open it together and have a great time. That's essentially what a box break is, but you would be opening it virtually. So it would still be a big group of you. It's essentially opening a box with your mates. So and with the inflation in prices in the hobby in the last year, the hobby has jumped up exponentially in terms of price. And it just makes it easier for you guys to kind of buy into the product and enjoy it and get some cards without having to spend a fortune. If you if you were to buy all the hobby boxes and stuff that we've been breaking and things like that, it adds up so quick and it's very expensive. And because of the price increase, it's really difficult to get a return on your investment to break even, let alone make profit. If you're in it for profit, you're better off doing it as an investment, and going about it that way and buying individual cards that have already been opened out of packs. But box breaks essentially break the cost down, make it cheaper for everybody, and you're sharing a live event. So imagine opening a box of cards with your mates, and then you see some fire come out and somebody gets a really nice card. We've had that experience between us many times, and we'll get onto that a little bit later as well. But it does give you a buzz to just kind of be a part of that, and to kind of to do it together. And that's what a box break is. It's a community of people that are sharing the cost of a box. All right. So we'll get into so we did ask for some questions from you guys, so we'll get into a few of these and we'll just talk about a few of these briefly. These are the honourable mentions. I've picked 3 of the best questions that we're going to get into properly a little bit later on as we go through. But I wanted to kind of just touch on these honourable mentions questions because so many of you submitted a great question to us. So we'll start at the top. So my favourite moment playing American football, any interception ever. So getting an interception and the adrenaline that comes with that, and running off to the sideline and all your mates patting you on the helmet and all stuff, that sounded weird, and all stuff like that. That would be my favourite moment. I was lucky to have a few. Some would call me a ball hawk, some would not, but it's that would be the best thing for me easily. The best place to buy a product. So this is a good question. A lot of the stuff, we'll touch on this in a little bit, but a lot of the stuff that you get comes from abroad. It's really difficult to buy a variation of product in the UK, particularly the lower end stuff in terms of the retail, because that comes from places like Walmart and Target in America and all things like that. In the UK, you can't go into Tesco and buy a value pack for £10. You can't go into Tesco and get a couple of, like you can with packs of stickers. So you have to be adventurous in terms of where you're going to get your product from. What I would say is that some of the places that sell product in the UK, their markups are quite high, so just be very careful. And again, do your research. Before you go and buy a box from somebody in the UK for £70, make sure you go and check that box is actually worth similar to what you're paying it for. There are going to be import fees, there are going to be slight upsells and things like that, but just make sure you're not getting totally ripped off. Tell the story about Ant telling you to run out the end zone. Right, so we were playing very, very quickly. We were stacked up on our goal line against one of the lower level teams in our league. And the guy threw what was meant to be a fade towards me, and I caught it. Obviously, it was in the end zone, it was in the red zone, it was very kind of bundled up. So I was quite happy to just stay in the end zone, take a knee. And then I used to play corner, Ant played safety. So he gave me the shout he basically just told me to run. So I made it about 15 yards out of the end zone and then got leveled by 2 linemen at the same time because I was trying to weave in and out of people and they caught up to me. So, so that was Ant's idea, and he ended up getting me absolutely pummeled by 2 offensive linemen at the same time from either direction. So, and I'm only little. So thanks for that, Ant. But yeah, that's that story. If you want to hear more about kind of American football stories, I'll talk to you about them another time. But yeah, lots of fun. But yeah, in terms of pricing, buying your product from abroad, just again, do your research. You can get some stuff from Germany. You can get stuff from America and use some of the shipping services and things like that. But if you buy direct from the UK in terms of imported product, there are sometimes some big markups. So just make sure that you're very careful about where you get them from. All right. How do I deal with the urge to rip the product yourself? I've failed on this a couple of times with some cello packs and things where, mosaic cellos were sitting and me and one of my housemates have just got too excited and opened a couple of them. But largely it's because I know that I can't afford to put myself in thousands of pounds worth of debt to be able to open the boxes. So basically I can't afford to do it. But the urge is definitely there because it's obviously having all this stuff here is so exciting. And I would love to open it all myself. I thought that on Christmas morning, I keep all the empty boxes and we have like £5,000 worth of empty boxes. And I just thought to myself on Christmas Day, imagine if this was the way that I spent Christmas, just opening all this thousands of pounds worth of product. If I could own one card, what would it be and why? I think I would have to go with one of the Tour one-of-ones because I would love to have a one-of-one of my own of Tour because they're mad expensive, but I am riding with Tour, as you can see. all the way through his career. And if he turns out to be a Hall of Famer and I've been sitting on a 1 of 1, I'm both emotionally and physically invested, financially invested in his career. So I would love to have a 1 of 1 of his. If I could create my own design, what would it be? I like the really minimalist kind of designs. So the minimalist designs like illusions, where they're very basic. I would love to have a player kind of standing out on like a black background or a plain background. Something very kind of simplistic would be wicked. If I could be one player on any team, what would it be? One or two as receivers or the backup quarterback, just so I could be best friends with him. And what are my favorite owned cards? Okay, so we will get into this and we'll just show you some of my cards to have a look at. So let's have a look at these. So let me flick to the card screen and then I'll move this out of the way. So I've got a few here. So these are the best cards in my collection. So I'll start with a couple of silvers. So from Mosaic, so these are my Go Gator Mosaic cards. So we've got a Van Jefferson here and a CJ Henderson. Let's try and move this light forward a little bit. It's a little bit dim, isn't it? CJ Henderson, and then I also have one of this is a Genesis, so these are 1 per case. So Genesis CJ Henderson, which is also one of my absolute favorites. And a lot of the DBs this year, because of COVID, they didn't get a chance for photo shoots. So a lot of the defensive players are either in combine or college uniforms. So it's really good to have this because obviously, like for a Jags fan, they don't worry too much about the Gator uniform. But for me, that's pretty cool to have CJ Henderson in a Gator uniform. So very happy with that. Then we've also got Flawless. I got this from a break. This is number 210 of Drew Brees from Purdue, which is an on-card autograph. And I'm not a Saints fan, but it's pretty cool to have an on-card autograph of Drew Brees from Flawless, which is one of the most elite sets that you can find. So to have pulled this card from one of those breaks is pretty cool. So very happy with that. So that's one of my faves. Then this next one, this was the first card that I spent any real money on. So this is a 4-color patch. This is Tua /249, newly minted from Gold Standard. I spent £90 on this. There's an article on the website about it as well, which was like the first time that I spent any real money on a card. And I was like, did I really just spend kind of £95 on a card? And then that was this bad boy here. Then we've got, what else do we have? So I've got another Flawless cased Van Jefferson, which is to 20, sorry, this is to 20 with the diamond gem in it. So these come in the box already in this case. So this has got a seal on it that's never been opened for Van Jefferson. And then I also have the 1 of 1 from the same set. So these two. So this is to 20. And this one is you can see that there, the 1 of 1 in that beautiful script of Van Jefferson. So I like when you put this in the lighting, this is one of my absolute favorites. Just a total beauty. Really, really nice. So very happy with that. And then also we have Tua. So this cost me a lot of money. This cost me a lot of money. So as I mentioned, I bought this one for like £95. And then I was like, I kind of panicked before the season. And I said, I need to get a Tua autograph before the season starts, before he starts to become a Hall of Famer, and I can never afford one. And this was the card that I ended up buying. Tua's autograph's a bit weird, so on this card, it's like it looked really neat. And this is number 210, again from Gold Standard. So probably my favorite card that I actually have an affiliation with, because obviously I love Tua, and this is a short print RPA from Gold Standard. Very, very nice card. And I've not taken it out of the case since I got it because it's very precious. So it just sits on the cabinet, but that's a beauty. This was about £500. So that was quite the leap. And then we've also got, so if anybody doesn't know this story, me and the two housemates that I lived with, we bought a Gold Standard box between us, and the Gold Standard box was an absolutely dire box, and then the last card was this card here, and this is a Jordan Love 1 of 1. You can see it there, 1 of 1 with the NFL patch. And this, I will never pull anything like this out of a box ever again. To get a 1 of 1 quarterback, and we were offered $2,000 for this the day we pulled it, which we turned down. and we're holding on to it. And at the moment, we're kind of riding with his career and hoping that he will become the next Aaron Rodgers, because if he does, this card's going to have some value to it. So that's my collection. Thank you very much for those questions. We will move forward into what I think will be community question number 1. So what are the 3 most important warnings that you would give to a new collector? Matt, I will come back to you in a minute with your... we'll have a little prize for you, friend. But what are my 3 most important warnings that I would give to a new collector? So... like I said earlier, be patient. So when you start buying cards, you can be very overwhelmed and you can spend a lot of money very quickly. Be patient before you start buying cards off eBay, etc., and check your prices. It's very easy to get overwhelmed by all the variations and the numbered cards, non-numbered cards. So break it down into one set, choose something that you like the look of, do your research on the prices, make sure that you're in the right realms in terms of what you're buying. And then just kind of think about it from that point onwards and expand. So pick one set and then expand out from there. That's how I would suggest it. Drop your kind of how you started in the comments. Let us know kind of what your the way that you went about it, so that we can kind of share that with the community. But that would be my first suggestion, just to be patient before you start buying cards off eBay. And then I would say maybe try to start thinking about maybe collecting a rainbow. So if you don't know what a rainbow is, it would be like a color set of cards that are all different numbered. So you can get one that's numbered to 100, one that's numbered to 50, one numbered to 25, one numbered to 10, and they're all different colors. And if you collect a rainbow and get them all together, they look amazing. So that would be something you could slowly work towards. Obviously, the lower number, the more value, so they're more expensive. But yeah, like reading some of these comments, don't panic if an auction is running out on eBay. A lot of people panic and just up their bid and up their bid and up their bid, and that's when you end up massively overpaying for stuff. So that's absolutely true. And then Matt bought as much as I could as soon as I could. Yeah, exactly. So I did a similar thing, just started buying stuff, and then I had a couple of months later I had so much crap because I was kind of like, I went a little bit too fast, too quickly. So so to have some patience in terms of starting your collection off. Like Ricky said, it's so easy to just accumulate a bunch of cards with the initial excitement. That is very, very true. But if you put in the groups and stuff and say that you're just starting out and this is your team and you're interested in collecting, etc., then the community will help you out. People will send you cards for cheap, if not for free, to get you started that way. You don't need to go onto eBay and buy loads of cards, because spending £2 on a card here and there will add up very quickly, and you're only buying base cards as well. So think about what you want to buy. Make your investments wisely. And if you want to buy one card, then make sure you find the right one that is suited to what you want, and then kind of branch out from there. But yeah, like I said, the eBay sold items are your friend. Those are the things that you need to be checking on. So go on eBay. If you don't know, then you can basically search for items that have sold that match the description of what you're searching for. So go into the sold items on eBay, look for the same card that you're looking to buy, and that will give you an idea of the range price that you should be looking at in terms of what you should be spending on any particular card. You can do that for anything from top end to low end, and just have a look and do it properly. Again, there are websites that help you with this too, but I personally use the sold items on eBay. Like Duncan said, 130 point gives you the actual sold prices. So like he's saying here, so a card pulled recently was touted as £1,600. In fact, the only one that was sold was up for $1,600, and it sold for $700 as a best offer. So 130 point, that's the name of the website, I couldn't remember, will give you the information on the actual sale price of a card that you're buying, which is particularly useful for like some of the more higher end products. Okay, so you guys chatting in the comments about helping each other out, which is amazing. And the other thing I would say is that the thing with the hobby is it's addictive and it's too much fun. The nostalgia that comes with it, getting involved, going back to your childhood, collecting cards, opening packs, all that sort of thing is super, super fun for us as adults. It's easy to spend money on the hobby. So give yourself a budget or what you're comfortable with. Track your spending, because believe me, if you looked back, it does add up very quickly. So as long as you're comfortable with what you're putting in terms of buying into breaks or buying into product or buying cards off eBay, etc., just be careful with what you're spending. But if you set yourself a budget, then you can enjoy it because you know that you're sticking to kind of what is fair. The community is a monumental amount of fun. Can be like really, really good fun to kind of chat with people who share the same interest. I've met so many people already that are, huge NFL fans that are kind of into the same thing as me. And it's, like you said, if you're in our Facebook group, it's almost 500 people in there now that all share this interest, which is one of the coolest things that I've ever done in my life to begin that Facebook group. So thank you to everybody who contributes to that. But yeah, just speak to people, get some advice, make sure that you're comfortable before you part ways with your money is probably the most important thing. But if you are brand new, jump into our Facebook group, say hello, tell us which team you support, which player you're collecting, etc. And we'll go from there and people will begin to help you out. All right. Okay, so we're going to go into break number one. Now, break number one is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to start opening some packs because I don't want people to get itchy with me talking too much. So we will take a break and we will start to open some packs up. So here we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Illusions value packs. Now, in the interest of time, we posted the team listing names, who's got what team for the break in the Facebook group. I'm not going to read them out because I need to keep the slides up on the screen, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'll open the packs, we'll rip through them, let's look for some quarterbacks, be great to do that, and I will just call out the teams as we go. But if you need to know, if you're not sure, if you did buy a ticket for the VIPs, if you did buy a ticket, check the Facebook group to make sure that you know which team you've got and in which break. So this is break number 1, and what we're aiming to do tonight is to give you an idea of the difference between break 1, break 2, and break 3, and the different value and the different entry levels. The great thing about the hobby is that there's so much variance in the product that there's something for everybody. So if you've got a low budget, you could buy into a break like this, no problem. If you've got a medium-sized budget, then you could buy into break number 2. If you've got a larger budget or a budget for a hobby box, then you could buy into more of the hobby type stuff. So we will elevate the breaks as we go. Appreciate everybody that kind of bought a ticket and got involved. I know that some of this stuff, some of you guys only like to buy the higher end, but obviously we want to give everyone a fair chance to get some cards from all over the place. So to the first 32 of you that are in this break, good luck to you all. We're going to rip through some of this product. We are going to have to do it slightly quicker than we have done before because obviously we have a schedule to keep to, and I can't just kind of go on and on and on and on and on and on about it. All right, so let's get into this. So break number 1. Good luck, everybody. How are you getting the cards to us from these breaks? So we will be shipping all of the cards out as we always do, enveloped and posted in the next 2 to 3 days. So let's have a look at that. If you think you bought a ticket and you can't see your name anywhere, contact Antonio through Facebook. He will be able to help you. Smog Monster, so if you've not given us an address, anybody that we don't have addresses for, then we will contact you after the break to get the information from you. Don't worry about anything. We will take care of all of that for you. We'll get all the information we need from you and make sure that we sort that out for you. So if you're in break number 3, stick around. We'll sort that out for you later, and then we'll get those cards posted out to you in the next 2 or 3 days. Most of you we have the information for, because if you bought your ticket through the website, then we will have your information because obviously you have to process it. If we don't have your information, we'll grab it from you. All right. Okay. So without further ado, let's jump into this. Let's rip through some products. So, okay, we've got sleeves. We've got everything we need to crack on with this, top loaders and everything like that. So we're going to tear through it. So these are Illusions value packs. So in an Illusions value pack, this is like the stuff that if you were in America, these are the packs you'd be able to buy on the shelves from the likes of Walmart or Target, etc. And you can get like a lot of kind of value cards for a lower cost. It's not too expensive, and you get some decent cards for your money. So let's get through it. So we've got 7 packs to open. So this first break is going to be 7 Illusions value packs, which is a total of 140 cards. You get 20 cards per pack. So, starting with LaVisca Chenault, nice rookie for the Jags. I will only do the top loading situation for like the main big hits. We'll do sleeves straight away. But in terms of top loaders, we'll save the top loaders for the quarterbacks, and everything else will be top loaded before we ship them out. And we'll do it later because obviously we are, again, on a tight schedule tonight. Okay, and can you just make sure you're monitoring the chat for me for any questions or anything, and I will tackle them from there. I'm going to struggle to keep up with it while I'm doing the break at the same time. So we've got Stephon Gilmore, and then doing a little flip. We have Von Miller, Odell Browns, Cam Akers, nice running back for the Rams. Cam Akers, Adam Thielen, Vikings. Zach Moss for the Bills. Nice rookie. You can always tell the rookies they'll have this rookie symbol. Again, for anybody that's brand new, any rookie card will have this rookie symbol somewhere. So that's how you can tell whether it's a rookie card or not. So pay attention to that. If you're looking to buy like a Kyler Murray rookie, for example, you make sure you're buying a card that has this rookie symbol on it. All right? Cool. Okay, TJ Watt. Then in these packs, you get 2 of these sepia/orange variants. So one of those is Drew Lock. The other one is Henry Ruggs. Very nice. Nice Henry Ruggs. Orange. And then how about this? So these are the acetate versions. And we've got Jordan Love. So the first QB action. This is cool. A little bit of hand action. Jordan Love. Astounding. Nice to see some QBs early doors, so let's put that in a top loader. Let's see how many QBs we can open up today. Okay. There we go, Jordan Love, so that kicks us off. You could be a hand model. Hey, thanks, mate. Julio Jones, more quarterback actions. We've got quarterback Jacob Eason for the Colts. Do we think that Jacob Eason will play for the Colts next season? Let me know in the comments if you think that Jacob Eason will be playing for the Colts this year or whether he's kind of more going to continue to be the backup option. But good to see Jacob Eason. We have Leonard Fournette. Now, whenever we're doing a break, the cards will go to the team on the card. So this will still, I know that Fournette now plays for the Bucs, but this will go to the Jacksonville Jags because of the checklist. All right. This is a nice one. So we've got Chase Young, defensive end for the Washington football team. Now, you can get numbered cards in these value packs. We did this the other day for Michael Cotton. We got a numbered tour in the value pack. And I didn't know you could do that up until that point. So there you go. Darius Slayton for the Giants. We have Darrington Evans, the rookie for the Titans. Darrington Evans. Ryan Tannehill. Teddy Bridgewater. And to close us off, we've got DeAndre Swift. And we know anybody that's been with Undrafted for a while knows that DeAndre Swift will feature in every single one of our breaks without fail. You think he's the starter? Luke's calling it early. You think they'll play a few games? You think he'll play? That's good. So for anybody that's in terms of investment, if you're investing in players as rookies, somebody like Jacob Eason is an interesting investment, and that works from top to bottom. You could buy a Jacob Eason autograph top end and spend some money on it, or you could buy a few Jacob Easons at the lower end, and then when the hype begins to build, his cards will react to that hype as well. So it's a very volatile market. It does move around a lot. It's something to bear in mind. So we have Zach Moss again here. There you go. TJ Watt for the Steelers. We have another QB. So this one won't get an instant top loader, but this is the third string QB for the Jets. I think he's third string. And that is James Morgan. And what we'll do here is we'll compare the value quality of the cards to the hobby cards later on to kind of give you a vibe. So we got Lamar, Drew Lock, another Henry Ruggs. So another nice Henry Ruggs for the Raiders in break number 1. Henry Ruggs. We've got Anthony McFarland Jr., another rookie for the Steelers. This is going to take me a long time if I do all of these sleeves now. So what we'll do is we'll just sleeve the QBs and I'll pass these over to get sleeved a little bit later on. Anthony McFarland. I'll put them in a separate pile, the rookies as well. I know that a lot of you guys are heavily invested in Jacob Eason. I think he's a great investment. While we're opening these packs, let me know who you think maybe another good investment would be at this time. Maybe Jalen Hurts. Who are you guys thinking is a good investment going into year 2 from this year's rookie class? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, Chase Young, I had a very interesting topic on Chase Young that was in the podcast this week. So if you haven't listened to that yet, you should try that out. Very interesting, if I do say so myself. Todd Gurley. And we do have another numbered card here. So you can get numbered cards in these boxes. So look at this. So this is a blue variation as compared to the base. It's got like a blue tinge to it. If I look at them front on, you can see the color difference. And this is Laviska Shenault, and it's numbered to 175. So a numbered card in the second pack of this break. Amazing. Cam Akers, yeah, I love that, Callum. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nice numbered card for Laviska Shenault. Let's put that in a top loader, because whenever you pull a numbered card from a value pack, you are laughing. For anybody that is kind of base level, brand new to the hobby, what this means is that this is number 25 of one. There are 175 of this card. All right, so of the 175, this is one of them, which means that there's obviously limited stock for this card. Okay. Then we have Baker Mayfield, the amazing pitcher. And all nice. This is a rookie orange variation of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which is wicked. So a nice one for the Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's orange, so that's another variation, but this one is not numbered. There's no number or serial on that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Then we have another acetate. This one is a Shining Stars of George Kittle, which is this numbered? Take a stock. Oh no, it's just stuck. 2 seconds. Shining Stars of George Kittle. I love these acetate cards. Big fan of those. Then we've got J.K. Dobbins. You're right, the Jags do have a lot of really good receivers. With the addition or completely forgot my trail of speech at this point. Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. I'll come back to it in a second. Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. I'm not going to be able to continue to sleeve all of these because it will take me all night. So we'll do the sleeving later on. Julio Jones. Jacob Eason again. Okay, so 2 Jacob Easons so far. Quarterbacks will get sleeved. You know, we have to sleeve and look after the QBs. Okay, so my question was going to be, with the likely addition of Trevor Lawrence for the Jags next year, what do you think the Jags' record is going to be going into next season? So what do you think the record is? Because they do have, Laviska Shenault is a weapon, you know, DJ Chark, Keelan Cole, etc., Leonard Fournette, and another Chase Young on the back there. So that's really nice. 2 Chase Youngs for whoever's got Washington in this break. Happy days for that person. And Darius Slayton on the back. So we've had a Jordan Love. We've had 2 Jacob Easons. What we need now is Tua, Burrow, and Justin Herbert. So let's hope we can see some of those QBs while we're here. 9 wins, 3 wins, 8 wins, varied. We've got James Morgan kicking us off pack number 3 for the Jets. Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. Drew Lock. Henry Ruggs again. 4 wins, 10 wins. Wow, very varied. Very varied opinions on that. Might have to do a podcast piece on the Jags. Henry Ruggs. Anthony McFarland again. Steelers. Todd Gurley. Another Baker Mayfield base. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, another one, very nice. So if you've got the Chiefs in this break, then happy days for you because you are already on 2 Clyde Edwards-Helaire's. Nice for to begin a collection for you. Trying to get this in the lighting properly, but it's looking a little bit dark. Maybe that's my laptop screen actually. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And then we've got another numbered card. So Derrick Henry to 175. This is 172 of 175. Derrick Henry, Titans. So not a rookie, but still a numbered card. So nice. And then I'm going to need to open some more sleeves. So let me check the chat while I'm opening some sleeves, see what's going on, see what you guys are up to. Break list can be found on the website. 17 games next year. Yes. 5-11. Okay, hoping Lawrence is a bust because you hate his trim. The other interesting question is, who are you guys going to be collecting going into next season. So who is everybody targeting to be collecting from next year's rookie class as we approach the Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence era? Obviously, there's some great wide receivers in next year's class as well, the likes of Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle, Kadarius Toney, go Gators, and Jamar Chase. You know, there's tons of talent going into this draft once again. So who's everybody going to collect next year? As I continue with the break, so we've got Anthony McFarland, Todd Gurley, a nice Jonathan Taylor. So acetate of Jonathan Taylor. Again, not numbered, but this is an orange variation. Trevor Lawrence and Etienne, Justin Fields, whoever the Giants select, I like it. I'm hoping the Dolphins take a nice receiver in the first round, and that's where I'm going to be collecting whoever that guy is. Jonathan Taylor. We've got a Keenan Allen. DK. Matt Ryan. Not hard to be better than Tua. Hey. We won't have any Tua slander in tonight's convention. No Tua slander. Matt Ryan. Jordan Love, nice. Okay, so we're back on the QBs. It's Jordan Love again. This time base. So a base and an acetate version of Jordan Love for that person with the Green Bay Packers. As Antonio said, you can find the break list on the website and in the Facebook group if you need to have a look and see which team you've got in which break tonight. Jordan Love. Gardner Minshew. Denzel Mims, rookie for the Jets. Daniel Jones. And on the back, we have Devin Duvernay, the rookie for the Ravens. Now, as I said, guys, all the rookies will be top-loaded and looked after as promised, but we just can't do it right now because, obviously, we're on a very tight schedule. Okay. Oh, lighting. Reset the lights. Oh, God. Wouldn't be right if we didn't have any tech issues, would it? Leonard Fournette, Chase Young again. Now, the thing is with these packs that the print run quite often runs in the same direction. So you can kind of almost guess what's coming next. So that's 3 Chase Youngs. So congratulations to Washington. You've got 3 Chase Youngs on the way. Darius Slayton. Darrington Evans, the rookie for the Titans. Ryan Tannehill. Teddy Bridgewater. DeAndre Swift. Lions. Keenan Allen. Ryan Tannehill again. This is the orange variation. And Teddy Bridgewater, orange. Then we have a mystique of Henry Ruggs. So Henry Ruggs making a big appearance tonight. Very nice mystique for him. Do you think the Finns will pick a big-name wide receiver at 3 or potentially move back? I think we should move back. I'm not sure if we will, though. Maybe we'll take Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase and just stay where we are. It also depends on finding a trade partner that's appropriate. I'm not 100% sure. I'd be quite happy with whatever we do this year, to be honest. I think we're playing with house money with the number 3 pick, so we'll see. Another really nice Jonathan Taylor here, one of my favourite rookies from this year. Jared Goff for the Rams. We have KJ Hamler, rookie for the Broncos. Carson Wentz, base. Gabriel Davis, rookie for the Bills. Tom Brady. Right, we're going to have to sleeve Tom, aren't we? Because these Bucks Tom cards might be popular. I know they're only base, but people are going to want to collect these if he wins another Super Bowl. Tom Brady. We have CeeDee Lamb. Good to see CeeDee Lamb, rookie for the Cowboys. I know I'm being a little bit on and off with the sleeving and top loading, guys, but just bear with me while I'm trying to do it all. CeeDee Lamb. Then we've got Julian Edelman, and on the back, Van Jefferson. Go Gators. Go Gators. Let's check the chat, what's going on, see what you guys are saying. I would love, if we got Jamar Chase and Najee Harris, I would be ecstatic. That would be perfect. Be very happy with that. That's the dream. Right, we need to crack on. We need to get through these packs a bit quicker. I know I'm on a tight schedule, so let's see if we can get through these quickly. We've got Kenyon Drake for the Cardinals. Oh, Joe Burrow. We're not going through that one quickly. Right, I'm out of sleeves in there. Need more sleeves. Joe Burrow, nice one for the Bengals. Who's got the Bengals? If you're in here, shout. There's your first Joe Burrow of the night. Base variation, Joey B. Most definitely gets the top loader. Do we think Joe Burrow comes back at full strength? Nasty injury he suffered, but there we go. Very nice Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Will Fuller. Rookie T. Higgins. Hey, back-to-back Bengals. Very nice. Drew Brees. Cole Kmet. Rookie for the Bears. Dak Prescott. Jerry Jeudy, rookie. Jerry Jeudy, rookie for the Broncos. Burrow for president. Alex with the Bengals. Nice. There you go. Joe Burrow for you, dude. Dak Prescott. And another Jerry Jeudy. So this is the orange variation. Jerry Jeudy. We have a clear shots of John Elway. Base. DeAndre Hopkins. Tua, what a pack. Burrow and Tua, back to back. Let's go. Let's pop that in a sleeve. Yeah, let's go. Dolphins on the board. Wouldn't be undrafted without Joey B. Yeah, I mean, we're better at Joe Burrow than we are at anything else. I've got an example of Joe Burrow for you a little bit later that we'll come on to, but very nice to see Tua and Burrow in the same pack. Let's go. Let's hope we can do that with the hobby box later. JJ Watt. Justin Jefferson, Rookie of the Year. Well, he didn't win it, actually, did he? Justin Herbert won it. How do we feel about that? Justin Jefferson had an amazing rookie season. Broke all sorts of records. Alvin Kamara. Lynn Bowden Jr., the rookie for the Dolphins. But again, this will go to the Raiders because it's a Raiders card. Then we have Russell Wilson. Jake Fromm. It's a QB pack. I'm a Gator fan, so I'm not going to give Jake Fromm the satisfaction of putting him in a sleeve immediately. We'll do it afterwards. And Tyreek Hill could be on his way to Super Bowl number 2. I mean, winning Super Bowl number 2. They're already in it. Okay. Pack number 6 of 7. So of the QBs, the last one that we need is Justin Herbert. Let's see if we can bang one of those as well. That'd be great. Gardner Minshew. Denzel Mims. Daniel Jones. Devin Duvernay, the rookie for the Ravens. Derrick Henry. Khalil Mack. Jalen Hurts. Oh, I forgot about Jalen for a second there. There we go. Another rookie QB. This is pretty good. If we can get Justin Herbert in the last one, I'll feel pretty good about this. Anyone think Odell Beckham will be traded? Yes, I do believe Odell Beckham will be traded. The question is where to? Would I have him in Miami? Potentially. Keyshawn Vaughn, the rookie for the Bucks. Richard Sherman, my favorite player of all time. Leonard Fournette, orange. Chase Young, orange. Nice. Nice. I think Odell will definitely be traded based on the fact that the Browns were just fine without him. And they can get some good capital back for him and spend it on defense. Then we've got an astounding acetate here of Tom Brady. This is nice. An acetate version of Tom Brady. Another nice Bucks card of Brady there. That's the second one. We've got Kenyon Drake. Burrow again. Does that mean we have another tour on the way? Burrow number 2. Let's go. So there's Burrow number 2. Sleeve that bad boy up. There we go. Joey B again. Does that mean that there's another tour on the way? Will Fuller. T. Higgins. I think after Drew Brees. Oh, Cole Kmet. Tua's in here, surely. Dak Prescott. Is this Tua? Oh, it's Jerry Jeudy. Where was the Tua? I thought there'd be another Tua behind Joe Burrow. Jerry Jeudy again, but hey, nice to see Jerry Jeudy. I think the Broncos rookie receivers struggled with QB consistency this season, but don't underestimate Jerry Jeudy. Not one bit. Right, now we need pack number 7, the final pack. We need to be seeing our man, Justin Herbert. Lynn Bowden Jr. starts us off. Russell Wilson. Jake Fromm. Tyreek Hill. A.J. Dillon, rookie for the Packers. Saquon Barkley. Joshua Kelly is a Chargers rookie, but not the one we're looking for right now. A.J. Brown. Christian McCaffrey, orange. J.K. Dobbins, orange. Very nice orange for the Ravens. I feel like we've had a fair few Ravens. Jerry Jeudy again. Was this whoever had the Broncos in break number 1 is walking away with like 5 or 6 Jerry Jeudy cards today. So he's shown out in this first break. And then there's his QB, Drew Lock. Henry Ruggs again, rookie for the Raiders. Anthony McFarland once again. Todd Gurley. Baker Mayfield. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, number 3. Some of you guys have done really well in terms of some of the hot rookies from this base value break number 1. Let me try and get this in without doing any damage here. I've got a dodgy sleeve. We're in. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, number 3. Hey, K-Stew, there you go. I got you some Broncos cards, my man. Let's go. We got some more information coming in for you after this break, guys, so make sure you are sticking around. Jalen Reagor and Ben Roethlisberger. Okay, so let's flick to... We'll go back to our screen. 2 seconds. Okay. Here we go. Right, so let me just tidy these up, and then we'll get into our next topic of conversation as we move on. Put break number 1 in the books. So it's this was like a value break, lower end, nothing too crazy in terms of the value. These illusions packs are between $10 and $14-ish. Yeah, Matt's prize, absolutely. Sorry, I totally forgot. So Matt, what should we do? Let's go with. So Matt had an amazing question, which was question number 1 about the rookies. So what we're going to do, Matt? Can't see us. What do you mean? What do you mean? Everything okay? Right, so what we'll do for Matt, let's go with... We had some Joe Burrow action, so let's go Joe Burrow. So Matt, for your question, we appreciate the questions that everyone's been sending in. For you, Matt, we've got a college Joe Burrow that was sent in by one of our collectors for the convention. So appreciate that. Thank you for the reminder as well, and almost forgot. And also a rated rookie Joe Burrow. So a very nice card for you to keep, maybe one to think about getting graded. But here is a little gift for you, Matt, for your amazing question that you submitted to help us with the content for the convention tonight. So Matt, Joe Burrow times 2 for you, dude. That's Matt D for submitting that question to us. Joe Burrow College and Joe Burrow Pro. Rated rookie. All right. Okay, amazing. Right. We move. Okay, let's go. I'm glad you're happy with that, Matt. That's wicked. Cool. Okay, right. So as you will have seen, if you are brand new to breaks, we were putting things in sleeves and in top loaders and everything like that. We have just want to touch on protecting your cards. So protecting your cards is really, really important. You know, you'll see here that we've got some sleeves, we've got thicker sleeves, top loaders, we've got thicker top loaders. You know, they will come in all different shapes and sizes, and those are all things that you need to consider when you're jumping into to buy cards and everything like that. So when you're protecting your cards, you will need some sleeves. You do need top loaders. Sometimes you'll need thicker top loaders as well. And then also you have the magnetic one-touch cases as well. So if we go back to this Jordan Love, I'll show you here. So we have this is a magnetic one-touch case, which is probably the best way that you can protect a card without having it graded and everything like that. This is going to keep that card really nice and safe. Those are really important. You can get these for around £5. But what we're doing at the moment, which is one of our kind of announcement type things today, is looking to put together a care package where you can go onto our website and you can buy a care package that will get you everything that you need to either begin your collection or to continue your collection. So sleeves, top loaders of a couple of varying sizes, team bags, and anything else that you might need to keep your cards protected. So we're going to look to start putting those care packages together. If you do have any questions about protecting your cards, like Ant's just said in the chat, he wrote an amazing piece that details everything you need to know in terms of putting them in for grading. The other thing which Shaggy Beast has just mentioned in the chat is to think about when you send cards, if people buy cards from you and send them across, if you're sending a card to somebody in the post, make sure that you protect that card as best you can. Either send, if you're sending a single card particularly, you need to make sure that it's got some protection around it so that the postman can't snap it trying to put it through the envelope, put it through a letterbox or anything like that. What we do with ours, if we're sending a single card, is we double up the top loaders, because that way, rather than a piece of cardboard, you get a couple of extra top loaders to go with it as well. So we'll put the card in the middle and then a couple of top loaders either side. And then that way you get top loaders that you can use for other cards that you might be collecting going forward. So we do that, but you can also protect them with cardboard or all sorts of things to make sure they're looked after. But yeah, there's a very good article on our website detailing everything about protecting your cards and all stuff like that. If you've got any questions about how to protect, then obviously let us know. But it's a very important thing in the community with the hobby to send your cards to people the same way you'd like to receive them. Again, really good point from you, Duncan. Send cards the way that you would want them to be received. So make sure that your cards are looked after. You're not just sending them. Definitely never send a card without it being, if it's on its own, without it being in a top loader. Make sure it's in the right size top loader so it's not going to slip around, and put a little bit of tape over the edge to keep it protected. And make sure that the cards are really well looked after, because these are pieces that people will keep and cherish, and you want to make sure that you're sending them in the right style. If you've received cards from us, that'll be an example of maybe how to do that. We put our cards into sleeves, then top loaders, then team bag them, and then put them in bubble mailers to make sure they've got some bubble wrap around them when they get sent. Are we going to get the 1/1 Jordan Love card graded? So this card is not actually in perfect condition. It does have a little bit of whitening on the back of the card. When we get into talking about grading, I'm going to open that up and I'll show you. But these are the things that you need to consider when we're talking about grading cards. So we'll come on to that in just a moment. But that was just a little something on card protection and the fact that, yeah, like I said, we're going to start putting together a care package so that if you ever buy off me, I throw in a bunch of base cards. That's another way of doing it, putting base cards in around the card that you've bought to keep them protected. And it's another way that people also clear out their base cards, like what Matt is saying here. I mean, it's not the end of the world. If you didn't want to keep the base cards, you can just throw them away. But yeah, that's another way to protect them. It's just about adding that thickness and that protection around the important card that you are sending to somebody. Okay, where are we moving on to now? Let's have a look. So the hobby in the UK. So this is something we want to touch on because the hobby in the UK is growing. You know, it's growing. It's gaining legs. It's gaining traction. What we're trying to do is to do everything we can to support that and have that continue. You know, we want to make sure that we're doing what we can to support the growth of the hobby in whatever way that we're able to do that. So let me just flick to what we were going to talk about here. So the growth of the sport, the important thing is that, you know, the NFL UK games, obviously when we're not in a global pandemic, we have UK games at Wembley Stadium, which are growing in popularity and sell out every single year. What we're likely to see is that the hobby will continue to grow with that as those games gain traction, you know, because we're getting new fans that get around to go into the games in London. And then as they discover the sports card hobby as well, that's a way for them to get into the sport too. So we're hoping that will continue to improve. The London games will get bigger. It would be great for us in the UK. The bigger the NFL is here in the UK and also for Europe, then the bigger the hobby is going to be. Because, you know, if the NFL grows to the point where we can have sports cards in your local supermarkets. So imagine being able to go to Asda or to Tesco and to buy a pack of cards the same way that you can buy, football stickers. Like Panini have always had football stickers ever since I was a kid. Buying football stickers in the store. So another thing to think about, that would be amazing. That's what we're obviously working towards to try and get the hobby to the point where there's enough of a following for it in the UK that Panini begin to recognise it. Which leads me on really nicely to our second question. So talking about live events, so obviously what we're doing right now is a convention. I'll get to the question in just a second, but I have every plan, and the rest of the team, every plan next year to have a sports card convention very similar to this, but an in-person event in a hall or a studio somewhere where we can all get together. We can have tables where people are selling their cards and things. We can do breaks live. We can sell product. We can do all sorts of things, have an amazing time, and then have a Super Bowl party afterwards. So that is the plan for next year, that we at Undrafted are going to continue to do live events and build things and put things together to help the hobby continue to grow. And we are looking to try and get in touch with Panini and see if we can do anything with them to help. So let's have a look here. So community question number 2, have you spoken to or reached out to Panini UK to see if they will help support the expansion of the hobby in the UK? That was a question from Toby. Amazing question, Toby. It's not something we've addressed yet, but it's on our radar. So we want to try and build a relationship with Panini if we can, to show them what we're doing. We're going to take this convention that we've done tonight and show that to them and say, look, Panini, these are the things that we're doing. This is the size of the community that we have. Is there something that we can do together to try and stock product better in the UK? You know, at the moment, even if you buy from Panini UK, your items ship from Italy, whereas it would be so much easier to have product stored in the UK so that we can all get better access and, you know, continue to infuse the hobby in that way. So we haven't spoken to Panini about it yet, but it is on our list to do that, because obviously if we can do that and build a relationship with Panini, we can take this thing to the skies, which would be incredible. Stock in the UK is fairly poor, so anything that we can do to help try and improve that would be wicked. Toby, that's a really good question, so I appreciate you sending that in and obviously highlighting that to us. We'll try and bring you more news on that later in the year as we're trying to kind of grow that relationship with Panini. But Toby, for you, we have got, which is a sign of the break that we've got to come. So Toby, went to the wrong screen, made my first mistake. Toby, we've got for you a Prism Cello, my man. So what we're going to do here is, this is the break that we've got upcoming, which is going to be some of these packs. But what we're going to do for Toby is rip and ship this. So we'll show you the idea of what a rip and ship is as well. So Toby, I hope you don't mind, but obviously for the sake of the convention, we're going to open this up and we'll send you all of the cards from within this pack straight out to you. So that everything in here belongs to Toby. This whole pack. So this is a Panini Prism Cello pack. You get 12 cards in the front and then 3 red, white and blues on the back. So this is for Toby, totally free, because obviously you submitted an amazing question. So let's send this out to Toby. If anyone else has got any suggestions of things that we can do to help kind of with product stock in the UK or the relationship with Panini, or how we can help the hobby continue to grow here, then obviously let us know. We will do everything that we can to try and build that relationship. Okay, Soccer Prism, that's a good start. Okay, right, that's upside down. Anyway, so we've got Ocho Cinco, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Dolphins, Minka Fitzpatrick, good luck, Toby, Brandon Graham, Derek Carr, Anthony Miller, Bears, Kyle Juszczyk, 49ers, Jared Cook, Devontae Adams. Then we've got some green behind here. Going to be a rookie? It is a rookie. Anthony McFarlane, green. Okay. Nice green of Anthony McFarlane. These green, silver-looking prism types are very nice. What are we looking for, Toby? Anthony McFarland. Hey, Jalen Hurts. Emergent Jalen Hurts. So not a base card, but this is an insert emergent Jalen Hurts for Toby. The jersey was the first mistake. Stop it. Stop it. Nice to see Jalen Hurts. There you go. Let's top load that. Okay. Nice. And to finish off, we have Jared Pinkney, who is the tight end, who is a practice squad player, I believe, for, I can't remember which team he's on. Jared Pinkney? He's a Pats fan. Okay. Okay. Did we have any Pats in the pack? I can't remember now. Okay. Trying to keep up with the chat, guys. Do everything I can, but Ant's in there for you as well. We've got Golden Tate for the Giants. Come on, give us a big rookie on the back. Darnell Savage, Packers. Show us some love. Good luck, Toby. It's going to be Darrell Taylor, the defensive end for the Seahawks. So not one of the biggest rookies, but hey, the Anthony McFarland was nice. Obviously, that's the luck of the draw. We will get these shipped out to you, Toby. And again, thank you very much, sir, for your question. All the engagement and everything from you guys has been amazing leading up to this event. So we do really massively appreciate that, and we'll recognise it in as many ways as we can. Okay, so that one for Toby. Okay, right, let's flick back to where we're going, and we will move on from here to break number 2. Okay, so let me get a sip. I've been talking non-stop. You'll be sick of my voice as well. Give me a second. You want to see Ant doing a break? Have you seen his hands? Ant's got working man's hands. He's a grafter. Yeah, Panini are not that responsive, so we're doing what we can, but we've got some other ways to continue to help the hobby grow for the time being. Okay, so now we're moving on. And remember that all of these breaks were basically free, very minimal cost. And this is break number 2. So if you're not sure, again, if you're not sure which break you're in, have you not seen his hands? If you're not sure what break you're in, you can check that on the website or in the Facebook group. No, I've got delicate, pretty hands. Because I've never worked a hard day's graft in my life, that's why. Right, so we've got 7 packs here. So these are the Prism packs for those people that are in break number 2 tonight. I think, with Prism, we can hope to see some fire coming out of these. So let's see if we can hit some of the big QBs. A couple of silvers would be lovely. Let's see what we can find. We've got 7 Prism packs, so we're going to jump straight back in. Got top loaders, got sleeves, got everything we need for this. And then after break number 2, we got some really big news/information coming. So stay tuned for that, because that's going to be big, because we've been working really, really hard the last 3 months on this thing, and we're going to share that with you after this, after break number 2. So let's start with this. So we just saw what the contents of these were. Guarantee we see a Burrow. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed at this point, which is crazy. We will talk about the Joe Burrow situation after this. I've got a little example that Dan was very kind to allow me to use. Let's see what's in here. Okay. So, Joe Namath kicking us off. Leonard Fournette for the Jags. Dan Marino. Sterling Shepard. Champ Bailey, Broncos. Austin Eckler, Chargers. Kirk Cousins. Cooper Kupp. Dante Fowler. This is a Falcons card. You do have to bear in mind sometimes the jerseys are different, but it says Falcons on it and on the back, so it will go to the Falcons. Show us a green rookie in pack number 1. Come on. It is a rookie. You see that blue? For anybody that doesn't know, with Prism, the rookie shield in the top corner indicates the team it's going to be. I thought these were Chargers colours. Thought we might have had a Justin Herbert in pack number 1. But this is still Derek Brown, top 10 pick for the Panthers, green variation. Oh, on the table. Can we see that? Who just said it? Shaggy Beast just said, let's go with Tua. Derek Brown. And here we go. So in pack number 1, emergent, insert, Tua Tagovailoa, Miami Dolphins. Love to see it. You love to see that. I mean, I particularly love to see it, so you can't complain. Here we go. Tua Tagovailoa for Miami. While you're here, guys, while we're doing these breaks, if we could ask you just to hit subscribe on the YouTube channel, that would mean the world to us. It really does help us out as we're trying to progress and continue to build. That would be amazing. So here we go. There's a Tua. Shaggy Beast, I'm assuming, do you have the Dolphins? I'm guessing from the response that maybe you do. But there we go. And then on the back, we have Anthony Gordon from the Seahawks. There we go. QB still gets a sleeve, doesn't he? Okay, then we've got the red, white, and blues from pack number 1. 3 of these. Let's go. Congratulations, dude. Some Brady. Okay, let's see if we can see some Brady. Kyler. Okay, let us know what you're looking for. We'll do our best. We have John Brown, Bills. Warren Moon, Oilers. And on the back of pack number 1, we have Oh, yes. Let's go. That's really nice. Who's got Washington? Who has Washington in break number 2? That's a really nice card. I'm chuffed with that. I feel like I've done well. I'm happy. Chase Young, red, white, and blue. Let's go. Shaggy Beast is you, Trist. Okay, mate. Okay. Very nice card for Washington here. Is this you, Joel? Oh, banger. Joel's got the luck. Very nice. That's dope. Okay, pack 2. Pack 1 was a success. Tua and Chase Young in pack 1. Love to see it. Let's have a look here. Number 2. Flick back across. Okay. Whoever has Washington to hit me up. That will be Joel. Okay. Number 2. Lots of dust. With these prism packs, you get so much dust come off the cards. It's crazy. Leonard Fournette. Move the top loaders up a little bit. David Johnson. Dan Marino. Melvin Gordon. Miles Sanders. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Dante Fowler. Fred Warner. Michael Thomas. Come on, green rookie. Show us a rookie. Give me the rookie symbol. It's not a rookie. Cooper Kupp, green for the Rams. Nice one for the Rams. Then behind that we... Oh! Matt, it gets worse. It gets worse. That's 2 Chase Youngs. Damn. Another one for Jolie. Chase Young, number 2. I hope you're a Cowboys fan. Oh, Callum's got one too. There you go, Matt. You're getting some offers. You're getting some offers in the chat. I see ya. Chase Young. Yoink. Double yoink. And AJ Terrell for the Falcons on the back. DB for the Falcons. Okay. Pretty good so far. 2 packs in. Pretty good. Right? Hey, Jack, that's an amazing message, man. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I mean, we're doing what we can, obviously, with limited resources. We are doing what we can. So really appreciate that, Jack. You've just made my night. So thank you very much for the message. That's wicked. Appreciate that. That's a nice message. Okay, we have AJ Brown for the Titans. We've got Eric Kendricks for the Vikings. And on the back, we have, for the Colts. Oh, look at this. We're pulling all the hot red, white, and blues. Who has the Colts? That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Don't push your luck, Joel. Chill out. Really nice. Who has the Colts? Do we know who's got the Colts? Is the Colts in the chat? Jonathan Taylor? No, you can get silvers in these, Joel. Yeah, you can. Yep, they're rare, but they would replace the greens. So where the green is in the pack. Yep. You can indeed. Jonathan Taylor. Jack, who's your... which team do you support, bro? Who's your team, Jack? Yeah, we should have ripped these. And why are we giving these away? We should have ripped them ourselves. There's fire in the first 2. Right, number 3. When am I going to burn? I'm not burning the Tua top, Ronan. Leave me alone. I have 2 of them as well. Leave Tua jerseys. Right, so in terms of the silvers, so you see where you see the green here. That would be a silver. It would be a replacement of the green. So you either get 1 green or 1 silver per pack. Josh Allen. Justin Tucker. Devin Singletary. Bradley Chubb. Yes, Duncan, you're absolutely right. Duvernay-Tardif is a legend for that. Opted out of the season and potentially a Super Bowl ring. I wonder if they'll give him a Super Bowl ring. Who knows? You're a Raiders fan. Ah, well, funny you say that, Jack. And I need you to make a note for me because Jack sent me such a lovely message. Here you go, Jack. This is yours. This is a hobby Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs from the hobby. So I'm not sure what team you've got in break number 2, Jack, but we will send you this Henry Ruggs just as a thank you, because your message really meant a lot to me. So thank you for that, dude. So here's a Henry Ruggs for you. The struggle is real. I appreciate that. But hey, have a Henry Ruggs. There we go. Okay. Right, let's go back to, where were we? Josh Jacobs for the Raiders. Tyler Lockett. Dalvin Cook. Jared Goff. Green is not a rookie, but it is DJ Chark for the Jags. DJ Chark. Then we have Devontae Adams, green. Sorry, not green. What am I talking about? Plays for the Packers. The Packers wear green. It's not a green card. My bad. Here we go. And the rookie on the back is Jets. Denzel Mims. Denzel Mims for the Jets. Yeah, Ant's doing all the legwork in the background, so show Ant some love as well, because I couldn't do it without him. He works his ass off for this company. Business, whatever we call it. Denzel Mims. And the red, white, and blues. Now this is break 2 of 3. Remember that break 3 will be the hobby, so that's the that'll be the big boy. Okay, we got another Washington red, white, and blue here. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman again for Washington. And Michael Thomas for the Saints. And on the back we have, it's red. This is Jared Pinkney, Atlanta Falcons, red, white, and blue. Slightly quieter hit, but still, red, white, and blue for the Falcons. I don't think he's on their team anymore. I don't think that he still plays on the team, so we will see. Okay, number 4. Let's have a big QB. Give us a big QB. I love you, Ant. Can I have a free sick card, please? No. Right, we've got Austin Hooper, Browns. Adrian Amos, Packers. We have to spin around for Devontae Parker, Dolphins. Deontay Johnson, Steelers. Mitch Trubisky, Bears. Tyrod Taylor. Derrick Henry. Keith Brooking. Kyle Juszczyk. Jared Cook. And the green is rookie Logan Wilson. I saw the Bengals colours, man. I thought, here we go. Joe Burrow again. Logan Wilson for the Bengals. Green. Here we go. And we have DJ Chark for the Jags. And on the back we have, it's blue. This is going to be AJ Epinesa, the defensive end for the Bills. Just waiting for Alex to show some real love. AJ Epinesa. You're welcome, Jack. No problem at all, dude. Thanks for your contribution. We do appreciate it. It means a lot to us. Just getting a couple of nice messages, it's really kind. Thank you. Logan Wilson means there's a Herbert round the corner. Does it now? Is that how it works? Or maybe it's the red, white, and blue in the back of here, eh? We will see. Jack, can I have it? It's the card he needs, Joel. What are you talking about? Jarvis Landry for the Browns. We have Mike Williams for the Chargers. And on the back, we've got green. A.J. Dillon. I saw the Packers helmet. A.J. Dillon for the Packers. It's not Jordan Love, but still. There is a Green Bay Packer, red, white, and blue. There you go. Joel is smashing it. You're absolutely right. Right, we've got 3 packs to go. What we don't need is any more Chase Young. No more Chase Young. Absolutely not. I'm not sure that Matt Bev can take it. Hey, if we can see some Jordan Love with the last 3 packs, that'd be wicked. Remember, guys, we have got the hobby box coming up in a little while, and there's some big news coming after this break here. So make sure you stay tuned. Hopefully, it's going to be exciting for many of you. Cole Beasley, Denzel Ward for the Browns, James White, Patriots, Saquon Barkley, Giants, Landon Collins, another one for Washington. Patriots have gone missing. No! Don't need that energy from you. Hunter Henry, Trey Boston. We've got Shaquille Griffin. Rob Gronkowski in a Bucs uniform. Could be a Super Bowl winning card. And on the back we have, it's purple. It's a Ram. Hey, Cam Akers. There we go. Who just said more Rams? Was that you, James? Yes, more Rams. Look at that. Green Cam Akers. That's one that Callum Will is going to be very jealous of. That's a beautiful card. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's nice. I like that a lot. Beautiful card for the Rams of Cam Akers, who looks like he's going to be a solid player for that offense as well. Beauty. Cam Akers. Then we have Saquon, go hard or go home. And on the back of this one, we have, that's another Packer, but it's not Jordan Love. This is Joseph DeGuara. Right, we need a Brady for Dan. Sorry, Callum. Trevor Lawrence needs a shoulder op. Is that breaking news? Matt, are you breaking news mid-convention? Do tell. Tell us all. Josh DeGuara. And red, white, and blues, we have 3 of these. Let's try and rip into this. Okay, we've got red, white, and blue, Derrick Henry. We've got red, white, and blue, Julio Jones. And on the back, we have, it's a Wolverine, Josh Uche, Patriots. There you go. Josh Uche. For the Patriots. Oh. Here we go. Michigan Wolverine. How are we feeling about the next topic? How are we feeling about the college football game? Talk to me about the college football game. I am so excited about it. I cannot wait. Such a cock tease though. 2 years, they reckon. 2 years. Madness. Right. So we have another green in here. So we've got Tyler Boyd, Tremaine Edmonds, Joe Thomas for the Browns, Derrick Henry, Sterling Shepard, Champ Bailey, Anthony Harris, Shaq Thompson, Brian Bosworth, little throwback. And then we have, it's Von Miller green for the Broncos. I think Von Miller might be on the move this year. What do we think? I feel like Von Miller might be on the move. Injury season, hasn't played this year. NCAA, cannot wait. Nice hype card of Josh Jacobs for the Raiders there. Can finally get rid of my PS3. Rookie on the back. Oh, Jacob Eason, Colts. Rookie quarterback. Very nice. So whoever's got the Colts has Jonathan Taylor and Jacob Eason from this break, which is pretty good going. Still love the Colts for value and breaks. I think it's absolutely amazing. They are very good value. Right, I'm running out of space for top loaders now. Throw that over there. Yeah, the college game, guys, I cannot wait. Also, we're thinking about running off-season tournaments for Madden and stuff. So when the college game comes back out, we will be all over that. That would be wicked. Jacob Eason. Hey, there you go, Dan. Have you got the Colts? Have you got the Colts, Dan? That's a beautiful card. All round to Ronan's house. Oh, yeah, party at Ronan's house to watch the Fighting Irish. Are we doing that? A trip to Ireland together. So, Colts again. Quentin Nelson. DeAndre Hopkins, red, white, and blue. Beauty. And on the back we have, oh God, it's orange. Another, it's a brown, not a Bengal, but it's Grant Delpit, the safety, who unfortunately got injured, but was named the starting safety for the Browns this year. Very good for LSU. I do like Grant Delpit. Looking forward to seeing him play next season. Lovely, Dan. Couple of beauties for you, mate. And then one pack to go. So pack number 7. Let's go. Last thing we need is a Madden clone. Yeah, I agree. They do need to make it its own thing. I really hope that they kind of either keep Ultimate Team away from it entirely or are very careful about how they do that. I really don't want it to be a money-grabbing game. But we'll see. Troy Polamalu, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. Jack Doyle. Drew Lock. Zach Ertz. Tyrann Mathieu, one of my favourite players. Love Tyrann. Be happy to see him win another one. Matt Ryan. Marshawn Lattimore. Darnell Savage. Behind Darnell Savage we have rookie Colts again. Dan, what's going on, man? So you get a red, white, and blue Jonathan Taylor. Then you get a base Jacob Eason. And then you get a green Michael Pittman. Great day for you, Dan. What a great day. Yeah, Madden was disappointing this year. I stopped playing it a little bit. Dan, you're being greedy now, man. Luke, I saw that. I think you put that on Facebook, actually. Yeah, beautiful jersey with the patch on it and everything. That's wicked. We have Josh Allen. And the final base card is going to be green. Please be. Come on, this needs to be Jordan Love. Oh, it's not green, it's grey. It's Brian Edwards for the Raiders. I thought that was the Packers colours. My bad. I teased it. Brian Edwards, Raiders. And the final card is going to be, well, the final rookie. We'll see. If it's a Colt, Dan, I'm taking it away from you. No more. You're not having any more Colts cards, man. Jamal Adams, Seahawks. Damian Williams, Chiefs. Come on, big hit. Hit us with a big one to finish off. Who have we got? Okay, maybe not. It's Bradley Anae for the Cowboys to finish off break number 2. So Bradley Anae, or Anae, however we're saying that, for the Cowboys. And that will finish off break number 2. So let me tidy these up. We will flick back to our presentation. And we'll talk about the brand a little more. Just a little update for you guys, just to kind of keep you clued up on what's going on. As I tidy these away, please bear with me just a second. Okay, let's put those in pile number 2. Okay, so, right, that's break 2. I've made a right mess on the floor, but that's not a problem. Okay, so we're 2 breaks in. We got some more stuff to come. So, where are we in my list? 2 seconds. Okay, so for those of you that do follow us on social media, you know that obviously we run Instagram for the sports cards. We run a new Instagram for the booze reviews that we've been doing. And our main Instagram account, if you've been on it in the last couple of days, has been gutted and cleared entirely. Okay, so we've totally emptied it. And what we're doing now is taking our brand to the next level in the coming weeks. So if you are not following us on Instagram at Undrafted the Network, please do go and do that. And we have a brand new restructure coming for Instagram and a whole Instagram strategy. We're going to be doing Instagram Live, ideally once a week. So we'll be jumping on doing Instagram Live, almost like a live podcast, where we'll be getting on and doing once a week to chat to you guys about the NFL. And our Instagram is going to have an entire makeover. So we've cleared it entirely and we're going to have a total makeover on Instagram. So that's one of the things that we've got coming up. That's not the big news. Don't worry. That's not the big piece of news. But other socials are also going to be following as well. So we're going to think about our Facebook strategy, how we can get more content to you, how we can get more stuff out to you, and continue to keep you guys informed and clued up on the NFL with plenty of content to share. Like I mentioned earlier, plans for next season, we're looking at maybe doing a TV show. and being very, very ambitious with the things that we can achieve. Like I said, 3 months ago when we set up the plan to do a convention, it was almost like that was kind of far-fetched, and it was a little bit ambitious for us to do that, particularly in the middle of a pandemic. But to be able to achieve this and to have, we've had 60 of you guys in here with us the entire time, which is amazing. And to see you guys all chatting to each other and the community continuing to grow is absolutely fantastic. So I can't, again, say thanks enough to you guys. But just to let you know, and to get your opinion on it, really, I mean, say we were doing Instagram live once a week for 20 minutes, half an hour a week. Would you guys watch that? Would you be interested? Would you give us questions to ask? Things like that for the Q&As and stuff once a week on Instagram/Facebook. So just something to keep in mind and to key in for if you are interested in doing that with us. We're talking about Amari Cooper trading and Khalil Mack and stuff. Yeah, it's been a tough time for a Raiders fan. Hey, Jack, I can level with you. Like, I'm a Dolphins fan, bro, so I've been a part of the journey that you're on at the moment too, don't worry. And we're not done yet. We're not out the woods yet. We're almost in the playoffs this year, but hopefully next season. Oh, right. Needed a sip. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that. So, it'd be really good to have you guys join us if we did a little live session, 20 minutes, half hour a week, where we just jump in, answer some questions, take some questions on the night, talk trades, talk off-season, talk all sorts of things to do with the sport and the hobby and everything like that. So that would be wicked. So that's just a little idea on what we've got coming up. But again, that's Undrafted, the network on Instagram. If you're not following us, then please go and have a look. Our Instagram's totally empty right now. And in the coming days, we're really going to be taking that over and doing more great things to continue to build our brand and the community. The main thing is the community, being able to converse with you guys and talk about sports and share our opinions and things with you through our posts and the podcasts and all things like that. We're just continuing to build and to get bigger. And you guys are some of the, you can say that you were there for the first convention we ever did, which is wicked. Okay, right. So let's move on. Hitless credit. So for those of you that don't know, so hitless credit is if you join a break and you don't hit any cards. We've said since we began, so since the very first break that we did, if you don't hit anything in one of the breaks where it's been confirmed that hitless credit is available, then we add you to a hitless credit list. So what we're going to do is we have some prizes that we're going to talk about. So give me 2 seconds. We've got prizes. So hitless credit. So for all of you that have joined the break and didn't hit anything, you will have been entered into the hitless credit raffle. So what I'm going to do is go back to here and then come out of this. 2 seconds. I need to go to my hitless credit list. Okay, right. So let's grab the list. Okay. 2 seconds. Right, so I'm just setting up the random. And we have got for the hitless credit, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total prizes. So let me get this information for you. Obviously, we can't give everybody a prize, but we're doing what we can to kind of try and share that information or to share, with you guys. So let's go back to the list. So 2 seconds. 2 hitless credits in the same break. Nightmare. That's a nightmare. Okay, so this will be tiny, so you won't be able to see this. But if we go to random.org, I'm going to have to blow that up somehow, aren't I? 2 seconds. Let's zoom this in. Let's make sure you can see it. Hey, there we go. Look at me, I'm a genius. Right, so let's post the names in here. That's not the names. Right, I need the names. Okay, here we go. Right, so everybody here has 1 credit. Some of you are on here multiple times. And again, we appreciate you obviously joining us for the breaks and things. And, break credit does kind of dampen the pain if you don't hit anything. So this is the list. This might be a bit blurry for you, but just please do bear with me. I'll give you the information in just a moment. So let me get a random number. You can't see that. Okay, the number is 19, so I have to randomize it. We're going to do 9. I'm not going to do 19. We're going to do 9 because 19 is obscene. We don't need to do that. But to run you through the prizes before we do this, so just to talk you through it. So we have got 2 seconds. Okay, so we've got 6 prizes. So 6 prizes for those of you that had hitless credit. So the person that finishes at the top will get a Prism Cello pack, which we will open similarly to the one we just opened for Toby. So if you finish number 1 on the list, that's a Prism Cello pack for you. Number 2 is £20 in break credit. So number 2 on the list, £20 in break credit. Number 3 is £15 in break credit. Number 4 is £10 in break credit. Number 5 is a beautiful tour collection. Let me show you this. So number 5 on the list will get these. So we have Tour, the rated rookie. Tour from the rookies. Tour Rookie Gridiron Kings. Tour Elite Series. And Tour from Illusions Value. So a little tour, and then number 6 will get this Joe Burrow rated rookie. Okay, so 6 prizes for those who've hit this credit, and we will run that for you now, and then we'll open the Prism pack for whoever finishes top in just a second. Okay, so let's go back to the random, and we're going to run 9 times. Okay, so 9 times. I need to see the button. Okay, that's 1, 2. Can't see it around my laptop. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so Grant at the top. So Grant, you finished top. 6 prizes. Here we go. So let's grab these, and I'll put them into the list, and then I'll just call out who's getting what from the list. Okay, so we've got. I'm not sure if Grant's in here, but Grant, you will get the. I know that you can't see this; it's literally tiny, but I can't see where to zoom in on it. I'm panicking. No, actually, let me go here. 2 seconds. Okay, I still don't think you can see that, but that's not the point. Anyway, so number 1 on the list. So Grant, you will get yourself a Prism Cello pack. So Grant Campbell, Prism Cello pack for you. We're going to open that for you right now. Number 2, Trist, you get £20 break credit. Alice, £15 break credit. Matt B, to dampen the pain for the Chase Youngs that we just pulled in numbers. £10 break credit for you, dude. Ronan, you will get the tour collection that I just showed. And Luca Guzzo, the Joe Burrow, will go to you. So 6 prizes for 6 of you that joined our breaks with hitless credit. And that will be we'll get those all dished out to you as with everything else. So if you've got a break credit, we'll send you a code for the tour and Burrow. We'll get those shipped out, and Grant will open the Prism Cello pack for you now. Okay, so 2 seconds. Let's go back to the pack. So we're going to open. This is for Grant Campbell. We'll get this sent out to him. I'm not sure if he's in here or not, but we're going to open it up for him and send it out to him. So let's do that now for Grant. Amazing stuff. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can hit anything for Grant. Fingers crossed for Grant, everybody. Devin Bush, Willie McGuinness, Geno Atkins, Akeem Hicks, Michael Gallup, Cowboys, Malcolm Butler, Titans, Aaron Rodgers, Packers, Christian Kirk, Cardinals, Harrison Smith, Vikings, and behind that we've got a green Jacob Eason emergent for Grant. Wicked stuff. So a nice rookie for Grant from the cello. Okay. Jacob Eason. We've got Julio Jones, Fireworks. Remember, these are all for Grant because of the hitless credit win. And on the back, we have rookie, blue, Ram, Cam Akers. We're torturing Callum Will tonight and any other Rams fans. So Cam Akers will finish off the pack itself for Grant. Here we go. Cam Akers. And the red, white, and blues. Yeah, thank you, Ant, for sorting people out in the chat and stuff. Ant's doing the graft behind closed doors. Peyton Manning for the Colts. We have, Marshawn Lattimore for the Saints. I did a too quick reveal, sorry, Grant. And on the back, we have Damon Arnett for the Raiders. So a couple of nice cards in there. Cam Akers, Jacob Eason, Damon Arnett. Those will all be going out to Grant. All right, congratulations, Grant. Thanks for joining us for our breaks. We appreciate it. Let's put all of this in the prizes pile. Okay, where we at? Let's double check, see where we got to. Okay, going back to it. Okay. Okay, so let's get back on this. Okay, so let's just touch on the future of the hobby quickly. So we had a couple of questions around this that were kind of, what's going to happen with the future of the hobby? What's coming up next? Are we expecting it to take a dip? It's on a serious up right now. It's getting more and more popular. A lot of people are getting into it. A lot of people are getting involved. Is it going to get to the point where it's kind of where it starts to quieten down a little bit and go back to kind of normal? Prices of boxes are improving, are increasing, prices of cards are increasing, and all things like that too. Do we expect for it to take a dip? I would say absolutely not. If anything, it might level out. But if you think about the rookie class that we have upcoming, I can only speak specifically here for the NFL, whereas the NBA is a different story. The NBA's upcoming draft class is a little bit weaker, and there's not as much interest in those guys, apart from potentially LaMelo Ball. But if you think back to last year, the price of basketball was flying because of people like Zion and Ja Morant. This year, there's not so many. LaMelo Ball is probably the only one that people are super stoked about. But in the NFL, if you think about the upcoming draft class, it probably rivals last year's draft class, if not betters it potentially. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, the running backs in Najee Harris and Travis Etienne. There's so much talent once again in this year's draft that the hype around the hobby is not going to decrease because there's so much to look forward to from that draft class. People are going to be trying to get Trevor Lawrence, all over the place. So I have no anticipation of the hobby going back downhill or anything like that. If you follow Gary Vee, I would recommend following Gary Vee. He does a lot of really good information about the hobby, and he has predicted that in 2021, the hobby continues to grow and get bigger and bigger. And obviously, as we said earlier in the program tonight, the aim is that the hobby in the UK, we can help to continue to build that so that we can get more access to more product, to more stuff, and get more cards out to you guys as best we can. So important to touch on the hobby itself. I don't expect it to take a nosedive or anything like that. I think the nostalgia of it and everything that comes with it is just something that's going to be very popular among people. What I would say is a lot of people have kind of said like the increase in the hobby itself has come a lot along with like the pandemic. Will the interest decrease again when the pandemic comes to an end? I don't think so. I think it's kept people entertained definitely while the pandemic's been going on, but I don't anticipate that it would go kind of back under the table again when the pandemic is over. People will start to go out again and go to the pub and all stuff like that. It's great. But you can still buy into a break every now and then or continue to build your collection. I think what the pandemic has done is given the hobby the opportunity to expand and get people started. And now that they've begun, once the pandemic is over, people will continue to just build their collections and enjoy the hobby itself. So I personally don't think it's going to take a dip. Obviously, you can't take my word as gospel, but that's just kind of my 2 cents on that to give you kind of where I'm at with it in terms of what I think is going to happen in 2021. But yeah, when you think about Trevor Lawrence and everything like that, and all those rookies that are coming into the hobby this year, there's going to be a lot of players that people are chasing once again to add to their collection. Okay, right, interesting topic. Let's talk about it. Grading. Okay, so why grade a card? So why would you? So a lot of people are starting to think about grading, and this is something that as the hobby continues to grow in the UK, that grading is going to be something that comes in with it. Now, what does it mean to grade a card? Unfortunately, I don't have mine here. We sent them off, but they haven't come back in time for, I wanted to give you a display, but unfortunately can't do that. But why grade a card? So if we flick one more screen, I'll give you an example. So this is what a graded card looks like. So this is Dan's Joe Burrow. This is a Joe Burrow that I pulled with my very own hands out of a Mosaic cello pack, I think it was. And unbelievable pull. At the time, I think it was between 280 to to $400 at the time. Very, very nice card, right? And what Dan's done here is got this card graded, and thank you, Dan, for letting me use this as an example. He's got this card graded, put in a case, and this is now in a slab. So that card is protected, kept in the slab, and you can see here at the top that it's fetched a Gem Mint 10. So this card is in perfect condition, obviously with the help of me and my my very soft, very delicate hands. Mosaic. Oh, this was Mosaic Hobby. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, it was in the first pack, wasn't it? I think it came out of like the first pack, and we were off on a roll, if I remember correctly, something like that. But yeah, crazy card to pull. Very nice silver card at the time. Definitely looked it up. It was around $400. So for grading, Dan has sent this off. Got him. It takes a long time to get the cards back, and that is something to consider. So when you send a card off, it can take anything from 3 months to up to 9 months to a year to get your card back. It's worth it because obviously what Dan's done is had it graded, and this card goes from being worth probably now would be worth around $200 to $300, but graded a Gem Mint 10. You know, genuine collectors and people who are heavily invested in the hobby, they will go looking for Gem Mint 10s. So that's what people are going after, and this card obviously getting a Gem Mint 10 has more value. So by Dan doing that, it goes from being a $200 to $300 card to, Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time I checked, this card was well over $1,000, maybe $1,000 to $1,200. Is that correct? Something like that, in that range. Last gem, I'm losing my voice now. Last Gem Mint sold for $1,200. Yeah, see what I mean? So when you inspect your cards, obviously you have to look for imperfections. I'm sure Dan did this with this card, but you have to look for any dings, dents, scratches, anything like that on the card that would not warrant it being in perfect condition. When you send your cards off for submission, you want to be sending cards that are not going to achieve anything less than a 9. If you send a card that has a dent in it, or a ding, or the corner is dinged, or anything like that, or a scratch on the surface, you're not going to get a good grade on it, so it's not worth getting graded in the first place. Grading is very complicated, but it can also be very simple. So you just need to look at your cards, look at what condition they're in, train yourself to look for those imperfections, and really be critical about your cards when you're getting them, when you're thinking about getting them graded. It's not cheap to do. It does cost money because obviously you have to send them overseas and then get them sent back. But it's definitely something that's going to look to build as people in the UK begin to continue to collect. The amount of graded cards in the UK is going to increase as well. And if you pull a really nice card, somebody used the example of my Jordan Love. So this Jordan Love here, would we get this graded? It's difficult with this because it's a 1 of 1. But if we go back to the screen here, and I'll show you this card, and we can talk about. Let's critique this card in terms of thinking about getting it graded. All right, so I'm going to take it out of the case, and we're going to have a little look at it. So things to look for, and I'll detail it as much as I can on the iPhone. So I can tell looking at this card immediately that this would not be a Gem Mint 10, and I'll tell you why. So the surface is great. It's got a great surface on it, but there's a mark here. And this card's been handled perfectly since we had it, but there's a scratch here, so that would affect the surface. Okay, and then when you look at the corners, we have some slight whitening, scuffing on this corner. This corner's not perfect either. The top 2 corners are okay, and on the back we also have some slight whitening on this side up here. Now sometimes they'll be generous with the grading, and you might get a better grade than you originally imagined. But for this card here, and because this is a 1 of 1 as well, it's maybe not worth considering getting this graded because there's nothing to compare it to. So we could sell this card raw, or we could get it graded and it might come back an 8 or a 9. So that's just something to think about. But one thing we wanted to touch on was, being able to help support people when it comes to grading here in the UK. So how can we do that? Well, let's have a think about it. So if you wanted to get a card graded, you can do so individually. Obviously, you have to go and fill out all the forms and do the submissions and everything like that. If you want to do it individually, that's absolutely fine. I do appreciate that. But what we're going to try and do is to try and give people access to be able to grade their cards. And you can do it directly with us as well if you pull them from breaks, etc. But without further ado, this is our big piece of news for the night. Let me share it with you. Big news. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Big news. Introducing Undrafted's grading services. making life easy for all of you, keeping the cost as low as possible, and we will do all the work. How does it work? What do you need to know? More information on this will follow. This will be going live in the coming weeks, maybe the next month or two. We're currently finalizing everything we need to do, setting up an account with FedEx to sort shipments. We've been in touch with Beckett. So what we're going to be doing is getting cards graded with Beckett grading services in the US of A. If you send a card individually, it will cost you a lot more money because you have to send obviously the shipping, etc. for your individual cards. If you send a box of 100 cards, then the price is a lot cheaper. So what we're going to do, we'll charge a very small fee, obviously for the admin and everything that goes into it. But there is a lot of admin that goes with it. So obviously we will charge a small fee, but we will keep the general cost of grading your cards as low as possible by doing it as a group. So that's the main thing. So what we'll do is we'll do reservation spots in a box of 100. Once the box of 100 is fully reserved, we'll collect the cards from you. So you have to send your cards to us. We will take care of all of the legwork, and all you will do is send your card to us. And then when we get it back, you'll get it back graded. That's it. So there'll be a very basic form that you fill out on the website, which will give us your information, where the card's coming from, what card it is, and that will be it. And then you just send it to us in the post with the form. We'll collect your cards from you. We'll put all the cards in a box of 100. We'll do all the admin and all the legwork. We'll send them off to be graded. We'll get them back and we'll ship them back out to you. Okay. There are other services available in the UK. But Graded Gem Graded Gem at the moment do sports cards, but they do it with PSA, and we are going to be using Beckett. So PSA is the card we just showed you of Dan's. So this is a PSA grade. You can see the PSA grading at the top up here. We are going to be using Beckett. So Beckett is a gold label service. If you get a Gem Mint 10, it'll be a gold label. And there's all sorts of other things that come with a Beckett graded card, and they look really clean. So we will be handling all of that for you. Prices and everything will come out for it once we have it fully set up and automated. At the moment, we are testing the service to make sure that it all works correctly. So we're sending cards off ourselves to make sure they come back, to make sure that they're all in really good condition, and obviously that we're doing everything the right way in terms of sending them across to the US and getting them back through Beckett themselves. So they'll be coming back to us. Then what we'll do is open the box and we'll redistribute the cards back out to you guys on the way out. All right, so that is the big news for us. That's a new service that we're going to be setting up in the next few weeks, in the next month or two. We're just waiting on the final things to get set up, to get going with that. But then what you'll do is you'll go on the website and you'll reserve yourself a spot in one of the boxes. So we'll say there's 100 spots available. It'll be like booking a seat on a plane. So that's the easiest way to describe it. So it'd be like booking a seat on the plane where you pay a deposit or whatever it will be. You'll fill out the form, and then once the plane is full, the plane's ready to go. So then we collect your cards from you. We'll do like a 14-day collect the cards from you. And then we will send them off for grading. So obviously the one thing that we can't handle we can't do anything about is the wait time on grading. Unfortunately, that's out of our hands. It just means that we have to wait for them to go through the process and to grade the cards and everything and then send them back to us. What we'll also do is do a very brief overview of your cards when they arrive with us. If we see anything on the cards that we think warrants you not sending it, that would just absolutely rule out it getting a high grade, we'll give you a little warning and just let you know in advance. And then you can still send the card off if you wish to, but we'll be doing our bit to just help you out in terms of saving you some money or anything like that. But it makes it easy for the community in terms of getting their cards graded. Imagine if we did 3 submissions a month. That's 300 grading cards that we're importing into the UK scene, which helps the UK hobby continue to grow. So that's where we're at. No max number of slots. You can book as many slots in a 100 card box as you wish. So if you wanted to send 20 cards, you could. If you wanted to send 1 card, you would. It'd be the same price per card, because by sending 100, by sending 100, it's the absolute minimum cost that it could possibly be, because it divides the shipping costs and everything by 100 and just means that you basically pay the admin fee for having the card submitted. All right, so that's our news. We're really excited about it. Obviously, graded cards are a really exciting thing to have as a collection. Gary Vee describes them as art. So it's the new form of art to have a graded, like, a graded Michael Jordan or a graded LeBron James or anything like this. And what we'll also do is, if you pull a really nice card from the breaks, it will be easier for us to just say, if you wanted to, we'll keep the card and we'll send it off with our next submission to Beckett, and then you'll get it when it comes back several months later. Unfortunately, it does take a long time for them to grade and return the cards. That's just the way of the beast. There is nothing that anybody can do about that. If you send them individually, it's the same. If you send them in a box of 100, it would be the same. So that's just the way it goes. But it will be what it is. We're very excited about it, and we're hoping that it will make life that little bit easier for you. Once again, Tyrone will be open to any kind of sports cards. I think we're going to try and divert away from like Pokemon cards and things for now. But if you have a submission, you have a question or anything, we'll see if we can accommodate it for you. Absolutely. We're just trying to obviously make sure that this is really easy for everybody. Beckett are quite tight on their grades, Kyle. They are quite tight. So to achieve a higher grade, like a 9.5 or a gold label 10, is almost impossible. And if you get one, they are super, super, super rare. So they're very hard to get. But you're wow, I just choked on my words. Your card has to be absolutely perfect for you to achieve a Beckett 10. So they are stricter, but they're also recognised slightly in slightly higher regard. With the higher Beckett gradings. A Beckett 9.5, I believe, in most cases, has more value than a PSA 10 because it's just a widely respected. There's nothing against PSA 10, PSA. Don't get me wrong, but it's just it's an opportunity for us to do something more to help the hobby continue to grow. So. Can Alex deal with the handling? But yeah, so all the cards will come to us. We will take care of all the legwork. We'll fill out all the forms. We'll do all the admin. We'll do all the shipping. We'll get the cards back. It will just be as simple as you sending an envelope with your cards in it to us, and we'll send an envelope with your cards in it back to you once they're graded. All right. We'll talk about this more in the weeks to come. It will be hopefully going live in the next couple of months. We're just literally waiting on the final service to come back to us and to make sure that everything goes through the borders and everything okay. Again, you can use Graded Gem. Graded Gem's a good service, but they are Pokemon based. They're not sports card fanatic or kind of clued up on the sports card themselves. So we will do that everything for you. All right. Amazing. Okay. Cool. Right. Excited about that, guys. I hope that you guys are excited about it too. Right, so Matt, your question. So this was a really good question from Matt. So we're going to address this before we move on any further in terms of, in your guys' opinion, what's the best, worst looking card set and the best, worst value card set? Okay, so this is a good one because this is obviously like kind of opinionated, but for me, the Illusions base cards they're up there for the best looking for me. The hobby ones in particular, so like this Henry Ruggs. I love these in terms of they've got the shimmer on them, so they've still got like that kind of petrol look, the rainbow effect. I love the foreground image in color. Obviously, this isn't really helpful because it's Henry Ruggs and they play in black and white. But the foreground image and then the background image, I like these cards a lot. I would say that the base cards from Illusions are one of my favorites. So that would be right up there for me. And then I love Gold Standard, obviously, because we've had a really good time with Gold Standard. And the tour card that I bought is Gold Standard as well. Obviously, you've got the really kind of good-looking Flawless and National Treasures, which are like the high end. Those are really expensive, so obviously consider those too. But I would go with Illusions personally. The worst looking, I would say maybe Absolute, and that's just personal preference. Some people might really enjoy the Absolute cards, but I don't. They weren't for me. I didn't particularly enjoy them. But obviously, looking for those Kaboom cards in the blaster boxes is so much fun. So, but it's different for everybody. I can see people in the chat saying Immaculate, Flawless are incredible. Donruss. Yeah, absolutely. So many different things for everybody. But for me, my favorite base cards are the Illusions cards. And of course, Mosaic Silvers. Anything Mosaic Silver, those are insane. We've got the No Huddle box coming. I can't wait to rip through that again. Going to be a lot of fun. And looking anything Mosaic Silver or, the Genesis, the pink camos, all stuff like that from Mosaic are amazing. And the best, worst value. So value-wise, I would say the worst value for me was the, and not to pick on Absolute, but the Absolute Hobby Box, which was a box of, I think you got 5 cards per pack, 3 boxes per box. It was like 3 little boxes in a box, and you got 15 cards in total. I thought those were horribly valued. We didn't touch them in terms of breaks and stuff because I couldn't justify it from a perspective of trying to sell those breaks. So they weren't for me. So the absolute hobby boxes were not for us. But then when it came to absolute value, those were incredible. So they were nice and cheap. They were pretty good. So worst value contenders. Well, interesting point, Matt. Contenders is very, very popular, which I was kind of surprised by, but it is very popular. You know, we listed our break. It sold out almost immediately. We really don't have many teams left on that. But yeah, the absolute hobby boxes were horrible. And then best value. Best value, I'd have to go with the cello packs. You know, Mosaic cello packs, when they were their original price, I think they were $14.99 originally. Like, amazing. The plus with Absolute Retail is packed with rookies. That's absolutely true. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. If you were looking to buy an Absolute Blaster box or one of the little boxes where you can get the Kaboom cards in them, you do get a ton of rookies. They're not that hard to find, so that's one way of getting a lot of rookies for a very low cost. But Mosaic cello packs, even the Prism cello packs, I think are pretty good value if you hit. Of course, same as everything, it's all a gamble. But the Mosaic cello packs at their original price. And I think the reason that Mosaic was probably the best value this year is that if anybody didn't know, this was the first year that they brought Mosaic out for football. So last year it was, they've done it previous years for basketball. This was the first year that they trialed it with football. And I'm not sure Panini thought that it would be as popular as it is. That's the thing, you know. Mosaic has been incredibly popular this year. I would argue that it's potentially more popular than Prism. Let me know in the chat, Mosaic or Prism. I'd be interested to see this. So just one word, Mosaic or Prism, let me know. But I think going into next year, we're not going to see Mosaic be as cheap as it was this year. And that's why it's such good value, because Panini were almost testing the waters with it, I think, a little bit. And it came out at a very cheap price and was very well priced for what it is. Mosaic's very, very popular. I love it. And I think it would be... I think it's just as popular as Prism. Like, I mean, look at these comments. Mosaic. There's a couple in there for Prism, but yeah, Mosaic. Yeah, exactly. They were £15, and there's no chance you're going to find them for that now. I mean, they're double that cost already, and I just think Panini are going to look at that next year and probably double the price of Mosaic. But for this year, the Mosaic cellos at their original price were absolutely the best value. I mean, just look at the... like Matt said, we pulled him a silver Joe Burrow out of a Mosaic cello, which was like a $250 card. So and also Paul has pulled a Tour autograph out of a Mosaic cello pack. So great value in some of those, and Mosaic is very, very popular. Absolutely. Great question, Matt. What should we do for Matt? What have we got here that we can do for Matt? So Matt, I'm going to do for you, my friend. We're going to do let's flick back to this. Oh, not my camera. Let's flick back to this. So Matt, thank you. Amazing question. And again, really appreciate the contribution towards the convention. So I've got a little receiver bundle for you, dude. So Matt Bev, this is coming for you. Hopefully this numbs the pain of your, you just got a £10 break credit as well. What a night for you. It numbs the pain of those Chase Young cards. So we'll do a few receivers for you. So some rated rookies on the front. So we've got T. Higgins, Jalen Reagor, Tyler Johnson, who started to play for the Bucks, CeeDee Lamb, KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy. Then we have a blue Jalen Reagor and a red Justin Jefferson. So those two are press-proof colours. Then we have an Optic preview of KJ Hamler. So this is like a silver variation from Optic. KJ Hamler. Then we have Michael Pittman. This is a Spectra cutout for the Colts. This is a nice thick card. You can see the stock, the thick card. That's numbered 230. Michael Pittman. He's got the wrong number. He's number 11, but unfortunately he had 86. He was first assigned. But this is a cutout from Spectra. And finally, we'll give you some Mosaic Silver of CeeDee Lamb. So a nice CeeDee Lamb NFL debut, silver. And we'll send all of those out to you, Matt. So that'll be your little collection for a lovely question that you put forward. We'll take more questions. We might do some Q&As like around the actual sport itself, around like your teams and things in the podcast. So if you want to see something like that, then let us know. And of course, please do check out the podcast. Me and the guys work really hard on those and really put our effort and our thoughts into the things that we talk about on the podcast. So would really appreciate if you guys would be willing to give that a go if you haven't done already. Hopefully you'd enjoy it. The podcast is something that we're really proud of. So my least favourite card is Prism, in case you got a Prism prize. Don't worry about it. We haven't got anything Prism for you. But yeah, so if you haven't checked out the podcast yet, we would really appreciate if you did that. We've got a Super Bowl one that's already out, ready for Sunday's game. So please do give that a go. I appreciate people are at home at the moment. It's a bit weird to listen to podcasts sometimes. I do understand that. But you never know, you might learn a thing or two. And we always throw out interesting topics of conversation as well. So you can kind of think about anything that we talk about and then maybe take it to your mates and have a conversation with them about it too. So, yeah. Okay, right. So where are we? What's next? What do we got next? Okay, I thought it might have been. Let's go. So, break number 3. Where do you find the podcast? So you can find the podcast anywhere at all on your typical podcast platform. So if you go on Spotify and just type in Undrafted the Network, it will come up. The links are on the website as well. So if you go on the website, you can find, if you go on the website and just type in, we have a podcast page. So you can go on the podcast page and they're all embedded on the website as well. So you can literally listen to them direct on the website. Also, we've been sending out a newsletter. So the first newsletter went out this week. It went out today, actually. So the first newsletter went out today, and there is a link in the newsletter that will take you directly to the podcast on Spotify to listen to it there. If you're not signed up to the newsletter, you can do that through the website. So if you go on the website, you can sign up for our newsletter and then give some detail about the things you'd like to hear about, and then you can find the podcast embedded within the email itself. Which hopefully makes life nice and easy for you guys. Not too many clicks to try and find it. But yeah, if you go onto the website, undraftedthenetwork.com, we have a page where all of our podcasts will be embedded right there for you. Me, Tom, Adam, Antonio, we work really hard on the podcasts and really put some effort into them. So anyone listens or shares it with a friend or comes back to us and just says like, hey, I liked this opinion, or I thought you were talking rubbish with this opinion, it's interesting. And we were talking to Sean Watson trade scenarios and all sorts of things this week. So yeah, absolutely. That's great, Vinny. I really appreciate that. It's good to hear that. So if you do enjoy it, please do let us know. And anyone that already listens to it as well, that really means a lot to us. Those early listeners are everything. And when you're putting something together that's new and your audience is fairly small, it's kind of easy to be disheartened. Yeah, I've had that previously when I was doing a podcast on my own, but now I just love having the conversations with the guys. And me and the guys, they work extremely hard on their opinions and make sure they're well researched as well. So it's not faint-hearted. It's not done off the cuff. We really do put a lot of effort into those each week. Okay, break number 3. No, before we go to break number 3, I just want to recognize, it's all about community, right? Everything that we're doing and building this community is everything that it's about, and that's what's important to us. The fact that we're able to have these conversations with you, the fact that we see you guys all helping each other out in a group that we started and you guys have taken on. So we started the group, and then there are people sending each other cards. There are people doing each other great deals and helping each other build their collections and all stuff like that. But there was one particular moment this season that really touched me. That we were having somebody in the group openly was talking about having a difficult time and that things were kind of tough for him at the moment. And one of the members of the group, who's one of the loudest members of the group and a massive Chiefs fan, did a really nice thing for him, and bought him his team in one of our upcoming breaks and kind of put himself out. So and that was like, for me, that's the pinnacle of what it's all about. So Luke, I'm not sure if you're still here, bro, but I just wanted to recognize that and just kind of mention it. And then just something tiny just for us to kind of give you, just to have us recognize that and show our gratitude towards you for doing that. I've just got a couple of my homes here that I'm going to send out to you, dude, and we'll do £20 break credit for you as well. So Luke, just for your, for being so kind and for going out of your own way to do something nice for somebody else in the group. That is everything that having a community of collectors is about. People like that. That's what will help it continue to grow. Luke is a massive Chiefs fan, so good luck to him for this Sunday. These are nothing crazy, but there's a couple of really nice Mahomes cards here for you, and £20 break credit for you as well, dude. So Luke, if you're here, then thank you. If not, we'll send you a message to show our gratitude towards that as well. I did obviously tell him at the time that it was a really nice thing that he did, but yeah, just to recognise that. Wicked. Cool. Okay, so Illusions Hobby. So this is the pinnacle. This is what we're going to finish up with tonight, and then we'll do a little Q&A at the end if we have time. Hey, Luke is here. Wicked. You're welcome, dude. We appreciate you for doing that. So just a little something that we can do to say thank you. Okay, so Illusions. Right, so this is a hobby box. So 3 autographs, including 1 encased autograph, which will see us off for the night. And then we'll just take any questions or anything at the end if anyone's got any any questions at all for us. So this is break number 3. Again, the information for the breaks is on the Facebook page / on the website if you need to have a look. If you have any questions, just send Antonio a message and he will help you out. But let's start. Let's rip into it. I'm literally losing my voice. 2 seconds. Sam Darnold encased. I think if it's a Sam Darnold encased, Rob, you're going to be the only person who's happy about it. Okay, let's do it. Right, good luck to anybody that made it to break number 3. Good luck to you all. Let's hope we can pull some sweet stuff for you. Imagine, I'm really hoping that we pull that first 1 of 1 during the convention. That would be huge. That would be huge. Okay. So if anybody's not been a part of an Illusions box before, we get 10 packs per box, 5 cards per pack, 50 cards total. Bear with me as I slowly start, as my voice slowly begins to fade. I do apologise. That's what happens when you talk too much. Okay, let's get the packs out. Here we go. And the encased card, which we will pop on top of the box, up at the back. Okay, so that's the big boy. Right, good luck, everybody. Let's see what we can find in here. Okay. Move that over there. Right, we've got 10 packs. So we're just going to start on the top. 5 NFL cards. Let's do it. I'm excited about this. I want to see 1 of 1. I think if we get our first 1 of 1 during the convention, I'll be absolutely chuffed. What we're going to do before we start, where are they? Just to give people, oh, that's way too close to the camera. Sorry about that. Just to give people an idea. So let's have a look at the value packs versus the hobby. So here is Jalen Reagor that we pulled from the value, which are very similar, and the cards are basically the same. So if we look at this, so this left card is the value, and the right card is the hobby, and these are the things that you sometimes need to look out for when you're buying cards. So look at the difference. So the difference here is the writing at the top, and along the bottom on the value is black, and on the hobby it's gold. And the cardstock, I'll try and show you as best I can on this camera, but the cardstock is a lot thicker. These hobby cards are a lot thicker. So just something to bear in mind. There is a slight difference between the two. These are thin, these are thick. You can see it kind of. I'm trying to show you it. You can't really see it. But Dan, did you get the Vikings just by chance in the top break as a Vikings fan? That's huge. I love that. That's wicked. Anyway, right, let's carry on. So, starting off pack number 1 with Taysom Hill for the Saints. I love these Illusions cards. I picked Illusions because it's my favourite base product, and I just thought it'd be good to share the love on that. And you get a lot of numbered stuff like this, which is Roquan Smith for the Bears, and that is numbered to 99. Numbered to 99 for the Bears. While we're breaking, just want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for being in here with us all night long. You know, we've had consistently 50 plus people in here all night, which is amazing. And we are looking to do this as an in-person event next year, which would be awesome. So we couldn't do it without you. You know, if we said we were doing a convention and nobody turned up, then we wouldn't be doing it again. So just very, very grateful, eternally grateful to all of you guys. And I really hope that that's come across in what we're doing here tonight, because it's our chance to kind of pay back to you for helping us get off the ground. We couldn't have done it without you. So very, very grateful. Okay, I see some Dolphins action coming up here. So we've got a Shining Stars Christian McCaffrey. This is base acetate. Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers. And then, who's got the Dolphins? Tua, Hobby Tua, Gold Tua. It's not numbered, it's a base variation, but it's great to see Tua base from Illusions. This is a really, really nice card. Who's got the Dolphins? Tua Tagovailoa, my favourite guy. What a way to start the box in pack number 1. That's made me happy. I know it's not mine. I do have this card, though. Pat yourselves on the back and say 1, 2, 3. Well done, me. Jack, is this you? Good to see it. Love to see it, Jack. So that will go with your Henry Ruggs out to you. That's a banger. It's been more engaging and fun than I thought it would be. Oh, good. I'm glad you think so, dude. I know that this is my first time doing anything like this. I know that we can only improve. I just missed the last card. Sorry, Lynn Bowden Jr. for the Las Vegas Raiders. I know he's a Dolphin, but he will go to the Raiders. Cowboy hat. You're absolutely right. I'll treat you all. You're absolutely right. It's the only way to finish the night. Thank you, Leon, for reminding me. You're absolutely correct. Got some hair on the front of it. Okay, we're good. Hey, this wasn't cheap. This was not cheap. Lynn Bowden Jr. So Lynn Bowden Jr. for the Raiders. Cowboy hat in full swing. Like I said, yeah, I know he plays for the Dolphins, but obviously drafted by the Raiders, so he will go there. Let me sleeve that. No, it's still a rookie. I'm all over the place. I'm just getting too excited. Hey, if we pull the 1 of 1 during the convention, I'm going to be elated. Here we go. Lynn Bowden Jr. Pack number 2. Hat pack luck inbound. Let's do it. Let's do it. I was saying something before the cowboy hat came up, and I can't remember what it was now. What was I saying? Was it interesting? Probably not. Yeah, we're looking to continue to do these things and improve on the on what we're doing here, and to do one next year in person would be incredible, and then have a massive Super Bowl party with everybody afterwards. So that's the plan, and then maybe we'll do that for the convention / Super Bowl party next year. We'll make everybody wear a cowboy hat. Let's do that. Let's make that a thing. Everybody that wears a cowboy hat gets a free drink on us, or something like that. Okay, we have Ezekiel Elliott, the running back for the Cowboys. Quiet year for him. What do we have here? Oh. So we have who's got the Colts? So we've got a piece of memorabilia here for Jacob Eason. Instant Impact memorabilia. Where are my thick sleeves? They're here. Just everybody wearing a cowboy hat. People would be like, what the hell is going on? And boots. Oh, that's a step too far. Okay, we'll do a convention / Super Bowl party next year, and it will be mandatory that you have to wear a cowboy hat. Maybe we'll do undrafted branded cowboy hats. We can all have green ones. Very nice Jacob Eason insert with the patch. That plus Tua is a really good start. Slide that on in there. If the encased is a 1 of 1, I'll be chuffed. Like, imagine. Like, that's what we need. That's what we need. Okay, the next card is a Shining Stars of Keenan Allen. This will be numbered as it's blue. That is numbered to 299, one for the Chargers. Rob's always lurking. Whenever Jacob Eason's about, Rob will be lurking. Don't you worry about that. There we go. Need a top loader for a numbered Keenan Allen. So we've still got 2 autographs to come, plus the one at the end. Next up is the rookie Denzel Mims for the Jets. Jets rookie. Now, obviously, guys, we've got a lot of work to do after the convention in terms of getting the cards all packed up and shipped out to everybody. We've done 3 breaks in a row, plus all the bonuses and the gifts and everything, so we do have a lot of work to do. So please do give us a few days just to get these sent out to you. We'll do our best to get it done over the weekend and get things shipped out at the beginning of next week. So, yeah, just to obviously give you a heads up, it might take us a few days to get everything organised and sent out properly. So thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. Denzel Mims. We also have Jalen Reagor, rookie for the Eagles, wide receiver. Jalen Reagor. Nice. Very nice indeed. Top load that bad boy. Yeah, sorry, I know we've got a lot of work to do to get these all packed up. Jalen Reagor. Am I going to have enough top loaders is the question. I hope so. Because these are, if you buy into Illusions Hobby, these are slightly thicker. So the stock, you need 55 point, 50, I'm literally losing my voice now. 55 point top loaders instead of the standard top loaders. So you do need slightly thicker ones. Not happening if the Cowboys get there. That's a good point. We'll all look like Cowboys fans. That's a good point. Can't be doing that. Okay, pack number 3, we have Russell Wilson. That was pack number 3, wasn't it? Yeah. Russell Wilson for the Seahawks. Oh, wow. Let's go. It's numbered. So we get some Justin Herbert action. And it's numbered to 399. So who's got the Chargers for this break? That's wicked. Hey, it's not a 1 of 1, but it's a numbered Justin Herbert. That's an awesome card. Grieve, yeah, I'm sure we can work something out. Would you mind sending a message to Antonio and we'll get that configured for you? This is a huge card. Love to see this. A purple variation of Justin Herbert. Very nice. Good box so far. So we've had Herbert, we've had Tua. That's what we love to see. You know, people getting the big teams are getting paid out, which is wicked. It's a very expensive break to buy into for £1. Then we have a Mystique of DeAndre Swift, hand action, acetate. For the Lions. Beautiful card. Numbered Justin Herbert is massive. We have Kenyon Drake. Cardinals. And then we've got one that Paul McGee's going to like coming up next. Who's got the Eagles? Hand action is key. Oh, every time. Every time we put an acetate, it has to. I've done it ever since we started opening Illusions, and I will do it until the day I die. Hand action every time. I have to prove that the card's actually see-through. Kenyon Drake. And on the back we have more QBs. Let's go, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts Eagles. So that's Jalen Reagor and Jalen Hurts. And we're only 3 packs in. And I believe that this is our very own Adam that got the Eagles in this break, which is awesome. Adam's been working really, really hard. So if you're on the newsletter list, the newsletter that you received today, Adam and a friend of his who's also supporting us, Adam and Adam, have worked incredibly hard to get that newsletter to look as clean as it does. So I guess this is a nice tribute for us to say thank you to him with a nice Jalen Hurts card. But we're just pulling QBs galore. Jalen Hurts, amazing. Okay, pack number 4. So we get 10 packs and then we got the encased card at the end. And then if you've got any questions or anything that you'd like to pitch at the end about anything at all, about the business, about the hobby, about anything, then get in touch with us. Just drop your question in the chat and we'll answer a few of them for you at the end if we've got some time. Okay, Christian McCaffrey. This is pack number 4, Christian McCaffrey. We've got what looks like our first autograph here. And it's going to be Cole McDonald. Had a farm. I'm not sure if he's still on a team, but Cole McDonald, this is number 299, and it's a Titans card. I don't know if he's still on the Titans, but this will go to whoever has the Titans in the break. And that's Cole McDonald, number 299. You know, not the biggest hit for an autograph, but hey, we've had Tua, we've had Hurts, we've had Justin Herbert already, so no complaints whatsoever. And, you know, there might be a Cole McDonald fan out there that's super keen. It is a hot box. I'm hoping it's a hot box. It's good so far. I'm hoping it finishes that way. If we can have a smashing great box to finish off the night, that would be awesome. Clear shots of Eli Manning. Hand action. Then we've got Matt Ryan for the Falcons. He looks almost confused in this picture, like someone just said something mean to him, and he's like, Matt Ryan for the Falcons. And then another huge rookie on the bottom. We have Justin Jefferson for the Vikings. Hey, Dan. It was Daniel Sawyer, right? I'm sure it was Daniel Sawyer that he's a massive Vikings fan, and he's somehow, out of 96 people, managed to get the Vikings in the top box. And we just pulled him a Justin Jefferson. So, good things happening across the board, which is amazing. Amazing stuff. Let's go. The Cardinals just signed him. Oh, did they really? James Morgan encased. Oh, God, no. Rob, to be fair, Rob will be happy about it. You've missed a few hits, to be fair, Jordan. We've had Tua, we've had a numbered Justin Herbert, we've got Justin Jefferson, we had Jalen Hurts, and we're not even halfway through the box yet. Amazing. Very happy for you, Dan. One for your Vikings. I'm going to need to rest my voice for 24 hours after this. Guesses for the encased. Yeah, go on. Give me your guesses. Okay, so number 5. I lose count. Alvin Kamara kicking us off. We have, this is numbered, Stephon Gilmore to 499. Gilmore, Gilly Lock. Claypool. Oh, we had Claypool last time. I'm sure we had Claypool last time. Stephon Gilmore. We have a LaVisca Chenault. This should be numbered. It is to 399 for the Jags. Chase Young, that would be nice. Burrow. LaVisca Chenault. We seem to put a lot of LaVisca. I feel like we hit LaVisca a lot, which is not a bad thing at all. Not a bad thing at all. Chenault. Then we have Kyler Murray. Base, Cardinals. Justin Jefferson. Tiki Barber. I hope not. Kyler Murray. And on the back we have Aaron Rodgers for the Packers. Packers at the backers. God, I hate myself sometimes. Aaron Rodgers. Okay, second half of the box. I mean, the first half was pretty good, right? So let's hope it's not one of those situations where we get let down on the back nine. Okay. Daniel Jones. I think we got our other autograph here. We do. Let's save it for the end of the pack. Okay. Another Aaron Rodgers. This is going to be Living Legends Aaron Rodgers. Hand action, acetate. Ben DiNucci. I'm hearing some bad names. I hope some of you are very wrong. Aaron Rodgers. Maybe it's a Jordan Love. Then we have Cam Akers, running back for the Rams. Lynn Bowden. We've had Lynn Bowden in one of these boxes before as well, which was a shame. The thing with Lynn Bowden is like he doesn't even play for the Raiders anymore. So you're sending an autograph to the Raiders, and he's not on that team anymore. You know, it's a bit of a shame. Cam Akers, rookie for the Rams. Here we go, Cam Akers. And on the back we have Antonio Gibson, Washington. If it's Ben DiNucci, I might just turn the stream off. Have to be really careful with these. There we go. Antonio Gibson, Washington. Running out of the right size top loaders. Have to be careful here. Okay, we have another autograph coming up. Whoever gets it right should get a prize. Okay, done. If anyone gets it right, we'll do a prize. Done. Okay, so behind Daniel Jones, we have... Our autograph is going to be... Oh, wow. Please. 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 Ah! Ah! Oh, it sounds like I just had an orgasm on the stream, but oh, it was such a tease. I mean, don't get me wrong, that Joshua Kelly is still he's still a good player. Like, let's move the Daniel Jones out of the way. Nice. It's a very nice card for the Chargers. Don't get me wrong. And obviously, they've already had we had a numbered Justin Herbert, so you also get a Joshua Kelly, which is pretty cool. But I was convinced at that point that I was like, we've hit a Justin Herbert autograph. Man. I was so ready for it too. It's not that I'm not a fan of Joshua Kelly at all. I think he's actually, he played quite well this season. But still a very nice card. So this is Joshua Kelly, first impressions, numbered to 299 for the Chargers. So whoever's got the Chargers also gets the obviously the numbered Justin Herbert anyway. So still a very, very nice card. And yeah, these first impressions cards are absolutely beautiful. So let me just slide that in there. Nice squeeze. We did pull this card with Tua in one of these boxes, which was crazy. Very nice Tua card. We got the exact same card, but it was Tua. That's very nice. Congratulations, Chargers. I'm sorry, I don't want to seem like I was disappointed with it. Just obviously I thought it was Justin Herbert, but still a very, very nice card for the Chargers. Okay, and then we've got 4 packs to go. P. Ryan for a final Go Gators. I'm hoping for a Van Jefferson or a P. Ryan in one of these 4 packs so I can give you a Go Gators. Okay, AJ Brown, Titans. Leonard Fournette for the Jags. We have it's Chase Young again. This is a blue acetate Chase Young, number 299. If it's Van Jefferson encased, I want it. Laviska Shenault, yeah, we pull a lot of Laviska. Chase Young, that's nice. That's a really nice card actually with that blue. I like the contrast. Yeah, I just hope it's somebody good. I hope it's somebody good in the encased. Like, if we can send somebody a free encased card that's an absolute beauty, that would be amazing. Hopefully it's Tua. I'm going to go with Tua. I'd love for it to be Tua. Tom Brady. Very nice for the Bucks. Could be a Super Bowl winning card in the next couple of days. Let me hear while we're finishing this off, let me get Super Bowl predictions in the chat. Just very simply, Chiefs or Bucks? What do we think? Chiefs or Bucks? Let me know. And how about this? On demand, go Gators. The Michael P. Ryan, go Gators. There it is. We called it. I said, hey, it'd be nice to see Michael P. Ryan or Van Jefferson in one of these 4 packs. Bang, first pack. Michael P. Ryan for the Jets. Bucks, Chiefs, 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 Bucks, 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 Chiefs. Just can't decide, can we? Michael P. Ryan. for the Jettas. That's Rob's, I believe. 3 to go. Bucks, Chiefs, passing of the torch. That's what I said, Tyrone. I wasn't sure. I think I'm going Chiefs, passing of the torch. We've got Todd Gurley. Behind Todd Gurley, we have DK Metcalf. That's numbered to 399 for the Seahawks. Todd Gurley. Not Todd Gurley, DK Metcalf. Todd Gurley was the last one. Why do I just keep saying Todd Gurley? What's going on? I just went to read out a comment and just said Todd Gurley again. Tour in case, just to make sure it's not a Raider. Yes, absolutely. DK Metcalf. We have a clear shots of Patrick Mahomes. This is just going to be base, not numbered, but still a very nice acetate with the hand action for Patrick Mahomes. My voice is literally going off a cliff. My throat is dying. I've never talked this much in my life. I hope it's not been too tedious listening to me talking for the last 3 hours. Patrick Mahomes. Then we have Jerry Jeudy once again. So I think Jerry Jeudy and Chase Young have been the stars of the show tonight. Jerry Jeudy and Chase Young. We've pulled so many Jerry Judys this evening. Maybe it should be Jeudy or Chase Young in the encased. Nice card. And then Buffalo coming up. There's a Jeudy for everybody. Jerry Jeudy. And then Gabriel Davis for the Bills. Rookie for the Bills. He's been good this year, actually, Gabriel Davis. Buffalo. Okay, we've got 2 packs left and then the encase to finish us off. And then we'll take any questions if need be. If you've got any questions at the end, we can talk football, we can talk hobby, we can talk undrafted, we can talk anything that you guys, we can talk about the hat or my terrible hair that desperately needs a haircut. Whatever you wish. Did we get a bonus autograph? We might have done, you know. Surely not. Might be a mem card. We'll see. Anyway, JJ Watt. And then behind JJ Watt, we have... What is this? What is this? Ravens. Lamar Jackson. Interesting. A highlight. Are these... I feel like these might be case hits. Is this a case hit? Lamar Jackson patch for the Ravens. That's awesome. That's like a bonus as well, I think. I'm not sure they're guaranteed. This might be a case hit. Please tell me, because I'm not actually familiar with this highlight. I think this might be a case. Maybe. Maybe not. A Lamar Jackson patch. That's pretty cool. Who's got the Ravens? Don't think I've seen a Raven. Wow. You did speak it. You're right. That's cool, Duncan. I'd be like, that's a cool card. I think it might be a case. It's a wicked card. I mean, it's a little black patch, but still, very nice card indeed. Oh, didn't go in there, did it? There we go. Nope, still not. There we go. Lamar Jackson. Would not expect to see a Lamar Jackson patch card, so that's cool. Then we have a astounding of Joe Montana for the 49ers. Duncan, you really did speak it. We've got Lamar Jackson again. Lamar packs. 2 Lamars. 2 Lamars. That sounded French. No Steelers cards yet. Oh no. I'll see if we'll do what we can. Be very careful with this. Just want to make sure I get it in without making the corner or anything. Gammy sleeve. There we go. Lamar. And on the back we have the rookie Keyshawn Vaughn for the Bucks. Keyshawn Vaughn. Should have spoke up earlier. Keyshawn Vaughn. Okay, 1 pack to go, and then we're getting on to the encased. There we go, Keyshawn. Seeing as we're speaking things into existence, 1 of 1 tour, please. Patriots, Julian Edelman. Patriots. Behind that, we have Raiders, Lynn Bowden Jr. to $4.99. Hopefully, the numbered Lynn Bowden means that it's not Lynn Bowden in the encased. But still, Lynn Bowden for the Raiders. Rookie. Wouldn't be bad for £1. Hey, if you pull a 1 of 1 tour, Jack, for £1, for a mere pound, you're sharing it with me. I'll fight you for it. We've got Living Legends of Drew Brees, the red variation. So this is numbered to $3.99. Drew Brees. No, I won't sleeve that right now. We'll do it later. Then we've got, hey, Jonathan Taylor. And another big one on the back as well. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. Great day for people who had the Colts in today's breaks. So a Jacob Eason patch as well as Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. 50-50 split. I'll take January to June. Jonathan Taylor. And Chargers. This is to make up for the tease that we had. Justin Herbert to finish off the box. Last card magic. How about that? How about that? So 2 Justin Herberts, a numbered and a base, as well as the Joshua Kelly autograph. So a pretty good break for the Chargers in this one with Justin Herbert. Now, I think the only QBs we didn't get were Jordan Love and Joe Burrow, right? No hand action. Oh, damn. I missed the wave. No. I've got to go back to it. Hand action. Apologies. That's on me. That's a weakness. I do apologise. Anyway, Justin Herbert. Again, hey, 2 Justin Herberts. Burrow encased, undrafted style. That would be so appropriate. So appropriate. Right. If you get it right, you need to remind me because obviously so many of you have guessed. Let's see which way up we're going to do this. I want to make sure we got it the right way up. Good luck, everybody. That's upside down. Right, let's do it this way because I want to see the badge. I want to see the badge. Come on, give us some heat. We deserve it. We've had a great night together. Let's finish it off in a major way. Right, let's go, everybody. Let's go. Okay. Saints, it's going to be Willie Roaf. Willie Roaf, 29 of 50, Mirage. I mean, it's a very nice card. It's a very nice card indeed. It will go to the Saints. Willie Roaf, it's numbered 250. The Hall of Fame tackle for the Saints. Maybe not the rookie we were looking for. No prizes for that one, I imagine. Yeah, I mean, it's a Hall of Famer. It's numbered to 50, and it's actually a really nice looking card. Is that yours, Will? Hey, there you go. Hey, Will's happy with it. And I would be happy with it. You get a Hall of Famer with his autograph on the card for you. You know, it's numbered to 50. We all want to see the rookies, but congratulations, Will. He was a monster. You're absolutely right. Willie Rofe. It is a sticker autograph, but hey, number to 50, Mirage of Willie Rofe. And that will conclude. Did he sign at age 9? Congrats, Will. I'm happy for you, man. That's really nice. I'm glad that we can give you a nice big hit to top the night off. And hey, a Willie Rofe autograph to 50, Hall of Famer for £1. Not bad at all, man. Congratulations, dude. Okay, so let's go back to. Okay, 2 seconds. Right, so we've got about 10 minutes. If you have any questions or anything that you want to throw up before you go, feel free. You can head off now, guys. It's been nearly 3 hours. We're very, very grateful you spent this whole time with us. It's been amazing. So thank you so much. I think it went really well. We've got room to improve, I'm sure. We're on limited technology. I'm not a tech wizard. Basically, it's a PowerPoint presentation. But we did the best that we could, and I hope that you had a great night. We'll get all of these cards sent out to you. We've got a lot of work to do in the coming days to get all of this sorted now. But thank you for spending it with us, and for continuing to spend all the time with us across the board, reading the articles, anything that you share or like or comment or anything like that, contacting and listening to the podcast, anything that you're doing, if it's joining the breaks or just watching the breaks or being involved in the community in the group, that's all we can ask you for. And we're so super grateful for that. We do still have the draw. You're absolutely right, Matt. We've got the giveaway draw that we've been running that's going to be done over the weekend, maybe Monday. We'll see if we can get organised with this first. But it's been really good, to be honest. I was so nervous when we sat down to do this because there's so much to kind of go into it, and I wanted to make sure that we didn't under-deliver. Putting your faith in us to give you a good night, and I hope that we did that. So. Thank you so much for joining. I'm incredibly grateful to every single one of you. A little bit emotional about it, to be honest, because I really feel like we've done something cool here tonight. So you guys are the best, and I do really appreciate it. If you have any questions to finish us off, let me know. If not, I'll let you guys get back to the rest of your evenings. And as I said, give us a few days. We'll get these cards out to you. We've got a lot of work to do with the admin and stuff to get that sorted. So thank you very much. Thank you all for being involved. And I'm reading these really nice messages now as well. And it's making my day. So thank you so much. What a night. It was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. And it would be so good if we could do it in person next year. I think that's what we're aiming towards. We'll do a Super Bowl party. We'll host it and everything. And we'll do a sports card day the day before. And we'll go with that. Go from there. So wicked. Duncan, worst 2020 autograph. Mims is quite poor. I haven't seen McKinney's. And yet, yeah, LaVisca's is literally LS. I love Joe Burrows. Joe Burrows is my favourite. Just Joey B. I love that. But cool. It's been good. It's been really good. I'll speak to you all, I'm sure. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Super Bowl on Sunday. I completely forgot being tied up in doing this tonight, so I completely forgot. But enjoy yourselves, guys, and just thank you again for joining in. This wouldn't have been anything without you guys being, chatting and talking to each other and to me and everything like that. So just a huge thank you to helping us kind of do this. I'm going to stop now because I've said thank you a million times. Where's the live convention going to be? We'll have to do it somewhere convenient, some middle ground somewhere, probably around London somewhere. We'll see. We'll think about it. But that's for us to start planning. We'll think about what we can do for you guys next year to take this up another level and do everything we can. So, no safety, me at receiver, you're at corner. Are you stopping me? In coverage, yes. On a tackle, probably not. We'll see. We have some one-on-ones. Do some one-on-ones. Amazing stuff, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to close it off there. I don't want to keep you too much longer, so I'll let you all get away. Thank you for all of your nice messages. I'm reading them all as they come through, so thank you so much for your gratitude and just saying thanks to us. I'm going to stop saying thank you now. I'm signing off. Have a great time. Favorite halftime Super Bowl show? I think it's going to be this one. The Weeknd's put like $8 million of his own money into it, right? I think up till this point, Coldplay were very good. I also, I can't remember now. Justin Timberlake. Lady Gaga jumped off the roof. something like that. But I don't know, crazy. What a night. Thanks, guys. It's been amazing. Enjoy the Super Bowl at the weekend. I'll talk to you in the group. I'm sure we'll talk about bets and things, no doubt. Give the podcast a go. And follow us, subscribe. If you're not subscribed on the YouTube channel, please do. Just drop a sub. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll speak to you all soon. Peace, guys. I'm out. I'm clicking end stream. I'm gone.